It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And good afternoon and welcome to night number 3 of the 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational here on TribCast. Mark Fronick along with Jason Orr here in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Jason actually will be along later for the second game because the first game he's going to go on down to the student section and enjoy this Bowling Green Van Far matchup here in the ladies championship semifinals. And Bowling Green had a bye. They won by forfeit as Winfield wasn't here on opening night because they had to cancel school that day. So they're rested. Van Far coming off a huge come-from-behind victory over North Callaway, a game they trailed by 9 at the half, ended up winning by 10 here in the big gym the other night, 53-43 final in that one. And just a great second half by Jaylee Jennings and Jordan Garner before fouling out with about 2.5 minutes to go. And the rest of the Lady Indians banded together, played really good defense for that final 2:30, and were able to pull away for the 10-point win against North Callaway, a team that had beat them by 9 earlier in the season. So good revenge game there for Van Far, and now they get the rivalry game here in the semifinals against the Bowling Green Lady Cats. Later on tonight, here in the high school gym, we'll have Clopton and Elsberry in the other championship semifinal. That was a rematch of the championship semifinal from the Clopton tournament. So that's coming up later on tonight. In the middle school gymnasium, the consolation semifinals, Winfield and North Callaway do battle in the early game. Louisiana and Silex the late game from the gym down the hall, as we continue in this 94th Invitational. So Winfield making their first appearance. We were a little nervous. I think 5 of the 8 schools participating in this tournament canceled school today. Luckily, Winfield was not one of those, so they will get a semifinal game against North Callaway here tonight. That's the early game. Chuck and April broadcasting both games down the hall in the middle school gymnasium. All 21 games of the Bowling Green tournament right here on thepeoplestribune.com. 22 if you count the forfeit, because we were at least here and talked about it on Monday as Bowling Green defeated Winfield. A 2-0 final is what it goes down as in the books. We'll take a quick break here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. Van Far Bowling Green coming up on thepeoplestribune.com.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone. Mid-America Auto and Towing, filled with quality pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Mid-America Auto and Towing, complete automotive service, including tires with wholesale pricing and 24-hour towing. Mid-America Auto and Towing, financing for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models. Mid-America Auto and Towing, a no-hassle, positive car buying experience on West Main in Bowling Green and online at midamericaautoandtowing.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy Cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back inside the high school gym, the 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational here on thepeoplestribune.com. We've got Bowling Green and Van Far, first game Clopton and Elsberry, our second game. And back at the Clopton tournament, that Clopton-Elsberry game, we thought it would be a pretty good matchup, but Clopton really bows their will on the Elsberry Lady Indians. I think we'll get more fight out of the Lady Indians here in this championship semifinal. Clopton, this is their first appearance later on tonight here in the high school gym. They played their opening round game. That was the only ladies' opening round game to be played down the hall in the middle school gymnasium, as they took care of Louisiana 62-15, the final in that one. And that was a game where Clopton didn't start any of the lockers. So three of their starters, normal starters, started on the bench in that one. They were still able to score in double figures and pick up the running clock victory over the Bulldogs on Monday night. So we'll see probably a more traditional starting five for the Clopton Hawks tonight. And Coach Devin Streed getting them a little extra rest. Speaking of extra rest, Bowling Green getting ready on the floor right now down below us, and they haven't played in about 2 weeks. So they have plenty of rest, but still a different sort of look from the Bowling Green Lady Cats tonight, as the senior Gabby Dieters will not start tonight, the 5'10 senior. So we'll see if that's a rest move or just, I don't know, trying to level the playing field a little bit, at least for the start, get some other girls some experience here in the Bowling Green tournament. Big crowd filling in here tonight for this ball game between Bowling Green and Van Far. Van Far definitely doesn't have the depth that Bowling Green does on their bench, so we'll see if maybe that's a little something. Craig Smith might be keeping a few of his big guns in the pocket, so to speak, and may unveil them a little bit later on in the contest. So we'll take another quick break. We'll come back with your starting lineups after this. It's the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center, today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
At Bowling Green Lumber Company, they have everything you need to tackle that home improvement job. From foundation to roof and the complete interior, Bowling Green Lumber can supply all your building needs. They don't call Bowling Green Lumber the most complete building center in the area for nothing. Stop in for siding, hardware, doors, windows, paint, plywood, drywall, treated lumber, ceilings, tools, insulation, and much more. Bowling Green Lumber, 7th and Chapswark Drive, phone 324-5400. Other people are trying to make money, we're just trying to make friends. Bowling Green Lumber.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy Cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Just about 6.5 minutes away from the opening tip of this ball game. Time to take a look at tonight's starting lineups. The Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all the services they offer at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, caring for our communities. First for the visiting 5-seed Van Far Lady Indians. They're 6-9 on the season, coached by Kelly Borchert. They'll start a senior at 5'7", number 1, Jordan Garner. Freshman at 5'3", number 10, Devin Keller gets the start. Another freshman at 5'8", number 21, Haley Baskett in the starting five. Senior at 5'10", number 23, Jaylee Jennings. She was the Community State Bank TribCast player of the game in the opening round win. And the sophomore at 5'3", number 24, Panna Conaway, rounds out the starting five. So again, it's Garner, Keller, Baskett, Jennings, and Conaway for the Van Far Lady Indians. For the Bowling Green Lady Cats, they're 7-7, coached by Craig Smith. They are this tournament's top seed, and they'll start at 5'6", freshman, number 3, Briley Sparks. At 5'7", a junior gets a start, number 11, Madeline Norton. 5'11", junior, number 22, Kinley Charlton in the starting five, as well as a 5'9", junior, number 32, Olivia Niemeyer. And rounding out the starters for Coach Craig Smith is number 50, 5'7", sophomore, Jade Meyer. So again, it is Sparks, Norton, Charlton, Niemeyer, and Meyer, the starting five for the number 1 seed Bowling Green Lady Cats. And those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups for this ball game. All their services, there's a lot of them. You can find out about them at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. Tonight's game officials brought to you by Mr. Referee Dennis McMillan of Center Locker Service. Farm-raised and deer meat processing, local beef and pork products, jerky, meat sticks, and more at Center Locker and CenterLocker.com. The three-man crew here in the high school gym is Carrie Nichols, Jason Hannon, and Adam Falloon. So Nichols, Hannon, and Falloon, the three officials for tonight's game, meeting at the scorers table right now with the captains and coaches across the gym from us. Nichols, Hannon, and Falloon, your officials, brought to you by Dennis McMillan and Center Locker Service. Farm-raised and deer meat processing, local beef and pork products, jerky, meat sticks, and more at Center Locker and CenterLocker.com. We're just about 4.5 minutes away. We've got introductions. We've got the national anthem, the band in the house again tonight for the second night in a row. And the 94th annual Bowling Green Invitational continues with the ladies' semifinals right here on the peoplestribune.com.
This is TribCast, celebrating 10 years of champions. The 94th annual Bowling Green Invitational on the peoplestribune.com is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schucard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by La Crosse Lumber Company, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Banks of Missouri, Young Enterprises Incorporated, by Center Locker Service, Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, Pike County Memorial Hospital, by B&B Automotive, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Bib Beach Funeral Homes LLC, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana, your County Market grocery stores in Vandalia and Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, by Bowling Green Lumber Company, Lynn's Heritage House, Calvert's General Insurance, by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Danny Orff General Contracting, McMaylor and Sons Excavation and more, Airco Travel Centers, Cole Chiropractic Center, the Van Far Indians Booster Club, Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green, by Pogue Ford, Family Health Pharmacies, Pike County Title Company, Hayden's Motorsports Center, by Abel's Quick Shops, Craig Bowen CPAs, Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Ingram Plumbing in Bowling Green, by DH Electric, Saints Avenue Cafe, Lincoln County Technical Skills and Services, Wood Smoke Meats, Twin City Bowl, Northeast Missouri Title Company, Shelter Insurance Agents Brent Brandstetter in Bowling Green, and Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by Missouri State Representative Jim Hansen, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Frankfurt Farm Supply, by PJ's Salon, Perkins Electrical Service, Spring Valley Accounting Service, Silex Banking Company, Magruder Limestone, by Country View Nursing Facility, the Louisiana Bulldog Booster Club, and Lane Boutique, Central Bank of Audrain County, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, by Central Elevator in Silex, Niemeyer Family Farms, Midwest Pest Control, Denise Leverett of RP Land Company, Ubrain Construction, J. Hurd Tree Service, Hankey Construction Company, and by Baragiola Hardware and Lumber. Now, coverage of the 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Basketball Tournament from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
And welcome once again inside the high school gym. The 94th Bowling Green Invitational continues tonight. Ladies Championship semifinals from the high school gym. Consolation semifinals from the middle school gym. Chuck and April down the hall. I'm Mark Vronick. We're getting ready for introductions and the anthem. So we'll take a break, come back with your opening tip in just minutes on thepeoplestribune.com.
The 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on TribCast is brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by State Representative Jim Hansen, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Frankfurt Farm Supply, by PJ's Salon, Perkins Electrical Service, Silex Banking Company, Spring Valley Accounting Service, Magruder Limestone Company, Country View Nursing Facility, and by Central Bank of Audrain County. More Bowling Green tournament action is coming up. This is TribCast.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service, and that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project, and remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
Are you looking for a subcompact tractor with massive working potential and comfort? That's the Kubota BX Series. Haul, mow, dig, plow, all from the comfort of America's best-selling subcompact tractor. Take home a dependable BX80 now with financing as low as 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus great customer instant rebates and a 6-year warranty. Your authorized Kubota dealer in Bowling Green is Meyer Implement Company, Business Highway 61 North. Offer now through March 31st, 2018. See us or go to Kubota USA for more information. Meyer Implement Company. We appreciate your business.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bowling Green, they are focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the products and services they need to produce the best yield possible. Nutrien Ag Solutions offers Dynagrow and other brands of seed, ag chemicals, bulk and package, custom blend fertilizer, custom application, anhydrous, as well as expert advice and service. Nutrien Ag Solutions, with 2 locations in Bowling Green on Pike 291 and Business Highway 61 North. Nutrien Ag Solutions. TribCast video from the Bowling Green Tournament brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana. Let Tim Jenkins show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Introductions have been made. Players on the floor, at least for Bowling Green, and now the fight song. And finally, our opening tip brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Always great to have the band in the house. Great saxophone solo on the national anthem. All right, here we go. Bowling Green and Van Far to see who goes to the championship game of this 94th Invitational. Bowling Green needs to play their game. Van Far needs to play exceptional tonight to beat the top seed. Ball is up, and basket gets it. Here's Jordan Garner, free path to the net, and she's fouled right away. And we'll head to the free throw line. So just like that, Bowling Green actually won the tip back, but it went right to Haley Basket. Now Jordan Garner goes to the line. The foul charge to number 22, Kinley Charlton. Her first, team's first, and probably will produce the first points of the game, and it does. At least one from the line for Jordan Garner. One nothing, make it 2-0 in favor of the Indians. With it in the backcourt is Madeline Norton for the Lady Cats. Bounce pass to Niemeyer, now gets it back, and she'll come across the line slowly as Van Far peels back the defense and settles into a 2-1-2 zone. To the near side for Briley Sparks. Sparks back up top for Norton. Norton to the far corner now for Charlton. Charlton back up for Norton. And she traveled. So a foul and a turnover, and that gives Van Far back-to-back possessions to open this game. Up the floor with it, Panaconaway for Van Far. Into the corner now for Haley Basket. Basket back up for Jaylee Jennings. Jennings goes down almost to the baseline. Now kicks it back to Conaway. Now Garner. Garner to Jennings. Jennings resets things. Jaylee to the far side. Haley Basket. Basket into the corner now for Devin Keller. Freshman has been impressive this year. Back up top. Jennings came to this tournament about 50 points away from 1,000 for her career, scored 20-plus in the opening round. She has the ball right now up top for the Lady Indians. Bounce pass back out. Here's a three from Conaway. It's off the mark, but the rebound pulled down by Haley Basket. Jordan Garner ball fake. Bounce pass back down to Haley Basket. Passes it across. They'll kick it back out to Conaway. Her shot is good. Panna Conaway. First 2 points of the night for her. Make it 4-0 Van Far. And it's knocked away by Jennings. It stays Bowling Green ball, but I think Van Far has come out to play tonight. And taking off the warm-ups, Caitlin Billhartz, and she comes into the ball game. So another bullet unleashed here. The first normal starter to come off the bench tonight for the Lady Cats. Bowling Green across the line. Here's Kinley Charlton with it. Stops, gets it to Bill. Billhartz off the glass is good. Caitlin Billhartz comes off the bench to score Bowling Green's first 2 points tonight. Other way. Conaway back up top. Jaylee Jennings for three. And that one's good. Jaylee with a tray. Billhartz in the backcourt. Gives it back to Charlton. Now to Norton on the far side. Madeline needs to get across that line. Does. Past Devin Keller. Bounce pass to the near side. Briley Sparks. She gets it back. Here's a three. That one's good. There's an answer for you. Madeline Norton. 7-5. Van Far leads. And now it's knocked out of bounds by Jade Meyer. 6-2 North Callaway in the early going over in the other gym. Winfield wearing their home whites in that one. North Callaway, their dark road jerseys. Here, Bowling Green's in the home whites. Van Far in the blacks trimmed in pale gold. And now another foul whistled against the Lady Cats. That was the first foul on Caitlin Billhartz, and that ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Bobcat ball with 5:15 to go in the first quarter, and Gabby Dieters came in at the last whistle. Her first appearance tonight. Dieters. Long pass for Billhartz. Bill over to the far side for Madeline Norton. Lob pass down low off the fingertips of Jordan Garner out of bounds. Good defense by Van Far. Gabby's always looking to push the pace. She had Bradley Sparks right in front of her. Now they get it off the inbound, but unable to hit is Kinley Charlton. Maybe she was too open. 3 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Haley Basket with it off the long pass from Jaylee Jennings. Stripped, and here goes Gabby. Dieters, coast to coast, and traveled. I think she knew it as soon as it happened because the shot wasn't as smooth as we're used to seeing. Basket steps inside three and shoots from the corner and scores. Haley Basket, her first 2 points. Kinley too hard off the glass. Bradley Sparks is blocked. And Garner gives the loose ball to Jaylee Jennings. She's on the run. Crossover gets her to the free throw line. Now to the near side, Devin Keller along two, and that one is short. Loose ball picked up by Kinley Charlton. Now ahead to Billhart. She's on the run. To the hoop and in. Caitlin Billhart's the first player on either side to score multiple baskets. She has 4. Keller back the other way to Garner. Garner, strong, too high off the glass, and the loose ball tracked down by Bradley Sparks in the corner. Gets it to Gabby Dieters. Dieters spins away from the defense, now on the run. Kicks it back and got a foul against Van Farr. And I think it's going to be on Jaylee Jennings, her first. First foul against the Lady Indians. And Kinley Charlton checks out. Here's Madeline Norton for Bowling Green. And a travel called against the Lady Cats. Kind of a uneven start. Clopton is here. They're all taking in this game across the way. To the far side. Here's Panna Conaway. But the baseline basket is fouled. Mark that one for Olivia Niemeyer, her first. Team's third. And it'll send Haley Basket to the line to shoot a pair. Van Far's lead is 2 with 3:33 to go in the first. And unable to convert on the first one. Basket puts up a second one and scores to increase the lead to 3. Back the other way, Bowling Green. Dieters, NBA range 3, off the mark. Out of bounds, back to the Lady Indians. Here's Jaylee Jennings. Gabby out to defend, over to the far side for Panna Conaway. Off the hand of, well, it's knocked out of bounds, they say, by Niemeyer, the 5'9" junior. Twelman will guard against Conaway, but they get the ball in anyway. Here's Keller. Bounce pass back off the shins of Jaylee Jennings, but she recovers. Up top for the freshman Keller. Far side for Conaway. To Jennings, she'll try a 3. It looks good, a little too hard. And Bill Hart's the long rebound, gets it to Dieters. Gabby up the floor, leaves it for Madeline Norton. Over to Grace Twelman. Twelman back to Norton, now for Niemeyer. Try to bounce pass inside for Dieters. She pushes it back out to Norton, over to the far side for Twelman. Down to Bill Hartz. Bill Hartz didn't know where the basket was, tried to adjust, and is fouled on the second attempt. I think they're going to get Keller on it. Either Keller or Garner. And they go with Jordan Garner. Her first, team's second. And Caitlin Billhartz will shoot some free throws. Bill already with 4 points. Short on that, though. 17-5, North Callaway leads Winfield in the other gym. And the second shot for Bill Hartz is good to cut the deficit to 2. Bill Hartz checks out after going 1 of 2 from the line. Leads the Lady Cats with 5 points. Far side, bounce pass for Conaway. Niemeyer on her. Kicks it back to Jaylee Jennings. To the near side for Haley Basket. Skip pass to Conaway. Ball fake. Finds some room and scores. Panna Conaway. She's got 4. Good offensive start for Panna. Dieters to the hoop. Too hard off the glass. Rebound tip to the corner, out of bounds, and it'll be Van Far ball with 1:48 to go in the first quarter. 12-8, Lady Indians. Here's Jennings. Bounce pass for Garner. Jordan gets it back to Elise Jensen into the ball game. Over to the far side for Panna Conaway. Conaway into the corner. Basket from the baseline. That's off the mark. Jennings the rebound. Kicks it down, and that's a big block for Dieters on Jensen. She'll bring it up the floor to Madeline Norton. Norton kicks it back to Grace Twellman. Now to Gabby Dieters. Dieters hands it back to Norton. Near side for Niemeyer. Bounce pass. Over to the far side for Twellman. Kicks it back, Madeline Norton. Her shot from the top of the key, just off the mark. Put back, Twellman is good. Very nice follow by Grace Twellman. Now the ball knocked out of bounds by Charlton. Grace just a freshman at 5'11". 2-point game. 48.6 seconds to go in the first. Jensen kicks it back to Jaylee Jennings. Near side for Jensen. Now back for Jennings. To Basket on the far side. She lost control, but foul going to be whistled on Niemeyer, I think. That's Liv's second. Comes with 34.6 seconds to go. So Niemeyer checks out. Bill Hartz comes back in. And gets a little coaching from Craig Smith. Far side, here's Jaylee Jennings. Through Bungie to Basket, who scores. Back to a 4-point Van Far lead. Haley Basket. 5 points. Norton with 20 seconds on the clock to Twellman on the far side. Graves gives it back to Madeline to the near side for Gabby Dieters. Dieters' 3 is off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Bungie. But she hasn't stolen, and a foul whistled against Van Far. It's on the floor with 8.9 seconds to go. Jim really starting to fill up. Dieters with it to Norton. Here's the 3. That one's good. Gabby finally on the board to make it a 1-point game after 1 quarter. 14-13. Van Far leads Bowling Green. Exciting first quarter of action for the 94th Bowling Green Invitational on TribCast.
And now, big news from your area flooring headquarters, Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green. They're proud to announce 3 new lines of vinyl click-together flooring that look absolutely fantastic with Liggins quality installation with over 20 years experience. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, or tile, call Mike or Shelley at 573-324-3030. Oh, and don't forget, Liggins Flooring is the only Dreamweaver carpet distributor in the area. Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green.
This year, join the thousands of customers Center Locker service has made happy for over 60 years. Invest this year's tax return in a full freezer with locally raised top-quality meats from Center Locker. Take home a half or whole hog or beef and enjoy delicious meals for months and months. While you're at Center Locker, check out their house line of beef sticks, summer sausage, jerky, dogs, and brats. Make that big barbecue or family dinner extra special with Center Locker service. 1-800-884-0737 or centerlocker.com.
Scoring after one brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. A.K. and Ken Feeds, Ascrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For Bowling Green, 3 points for Madeline Norton, 2 for Grace Twellman, 5 for Caitlin Billhartz, 3 for Gabby Dieters. Bowling Green, Billhartz 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That was all the shots they took from the stripe in the first quarter. Here's Dieters, another 3. She ended the first quarter with 1 and starts the second quarter with 1 to give Bowling Green their first lead. 6 points now for Gabby to lead the way. Van Farr, 2 points for Jordan Garner, 5 for Haley Baskett, 3 for Jaylee Jennings, and 4 for Panna Conaway. And Van Farr 3 of 4 from the free throw line already in this ball game. Here's Bungie, her shot won't go. Rebound picked up by Norton. Good athletic play there to get it and punch it back in. And then Devin Keller tripped and went down, and I think she may have hit her nose or something, but she got back up. Bill Hart's helped her up, but she's going to come out of the ball game now. I think she just hit her head, holding it on both sides, and she'll go back behind the Van Farr bench and seek some, to the end of the bench and seek some assistance. Definitely got an O from the crowd when she tripped over the foot of Bill Hart's. Van Farr ball trailing by 4 now. As I didn't see how the play ended at the other end, but Bowling Green did score. Here's Twellman for Dieters. The 3 is good again. Gabby Dieters. 9 points in the quarter to make it 21-14. That was quick. Van Farr being outscored 8-0, and now a Dieters steal. Coast to coast, Gabby puts it in. And a timeout taken on the floor. We'll take 1, 2, 6:29 to play in the first half. All Bowling Green here in the second quarter. They now lead by 9 on TribCast.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like.
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
We insure the fun stuff, too. See Shelter Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana for a free insurance review.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, we solved that mystery. The points, while I was watching Devin Keller bounce off the floor, were scored by Gabby Dieters. So Dieters, since coming into the ballgame, she really didn't look good. The first couple minutes she was in there, but she has caught fire. In the quarter, she's got 10 points. She's got 13 here in the first half, hit 3 3-pointers and a couple of fast break points. Took her a minute to get started, but now she's there, and there's Jennings with the first 2 points of the quarter for Van Farr. 5 in the game for Jaylee. Getting closer to 1,000. 2 minutes gone here in the second. Here's Grace Twellman now into the corner. Grace gets it back to Gabby Dieters. Dieters flips it into the honorary coaches section. It was tipped there. I think Keller's ready to come back. whenever coach says it's okay. Here's Bill Hartz back for Twelman. Now to Briley Sparks. Sparks to the far side for Grace. Back to Briley. Far side for Dieters. Kicks it in. Bill Hartz off the glass. No. Twelman the rebound. Yes, and a foul. Grace Twelman having herself a nice start. .5:31 to go in the first half. 25-16. And Bowling Green can make it a 10-point lead with this foul shot. It's up. It's off the mark. And the rebound tracked down by Jordan Garner. Near side. Garner, reverse, hit the bottom of the backboard. Bill Hartz picks it up. To Dieters. Now to Sparks. Briley to the near side. Couple of spins. Has it knocked away. Now Dieters just takes it off her hand. Kicks it across. And the shot from Charlton is good. Kinley adds 2. Her first 2 of the night. An 11-point Bowling Green lead after trailing by 1. Just 3:09 ago on the clock. Back into the ball game comes Jade Meyer. She'll replace Caitlin Bill Hartz. Foul was on basket, her first, team's 4th. And out of bounds on the far side. It's going to stay with the Lady Indians. And Elise Jensen will inbound, and a couple of late substitutions. Devin Keller thought she was going to come back in, but the trainers want to check her out beforehand, make sure there's no concussion symptoms there. She hit hard. Jennings, as Dieters took a break, Norton came back in her place. Garner, and a blocking foul. It was on the floor. Or no, they're going to say the shot's good for Jordan Garner. So a chance for a three-point play for Garner. The foul. They put 33 on the board, but she's on the bench. And completing the three-point play is Jordan Garner. Her first points of the quarter. Now they change it to Jade Meyer. Dameron kicks it back to Norton to the near side for Sparks. Sparks down to Meyer on the baseline. Come all the way back up top to Madeline Norton, and her pass is tipped and stolen by Elise Jensen, and she's fouled from behind by Briley Sparks. Briley's first foul, and I believe that'll be the 7th team, so Jensen going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. 9 to the midway point of the second quarter yet. Really good crowd here tonight as the Lady Cats make their first appearance in this tournament this year. First shot. See if she'll earn the second. No. Too hard off the back iron, and now Charlton the rebound for Bowling Green. Now Keller has been cleared to come back in the ball game. She'll come in at the next whistle. Bill Hartz and Dieters set to come back in as the ball goes out of bounds. And we'll see what changes are made. Keller replaces Jensen. Dieters and Bill Hartz replace Meyer and Twelman. (27-19). Bowling Green, midway point of the second quarter. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime just 4 minutes away. Here's Devin Keller. Good to see she's okay. To Jordan Garner at the free throw line. She'll work it down the blocks to Jaylee Jennings. Jennings back up top to Devin Keller. Keller goes between the circles, back up to the point. And now it's stolen off her hand by Briley Sparks. And Gabby Dieters will take it up the floor. To the far side for Madeline Norton. Norton. Lob pass. Bill Hartz sees where the basket is and puts it there. 2 more for Bill. She's got 7. Here's Jaylee Jennings. Keller gave up her dribble, had the ball knocked away by Briley, so she can dribble again. To the free throw line, almost stolen. Gets to Haley Basket. Basket. Turnaround shot, no. Almost Voigt-locked it and gives it to Bill Hartz. Long pass ahead, too hard. Back under the honorary coach's table. With 2:38 to play. Up the floor with it. Jennings knocked down, and she's tied up. It's going to go to Bowling Green with 2:29 to play in the half. 10-point Lady Cat lead. Grace Twellman back in the ballgame. She'll replace Caitlin Billhartz. Far side with it. Twellman to the near side now for Briley Sparks. Back up top, Madeline Norton. Norton bounce pass for Twellman on the far side. Twellman moves in, gives it to Briley. Briley will put up a shot and score. Briley Sparks. Her first 2 points tonight. 2 minutes to play in the first half. All Bowling Green here in the second quarter. Jaylee Jennings off the glass, no good for 3, and back the other way, Norton for Bowling Green. Gives it off to Gabby Dieters. Dieters to Twellman, back up top for Norton. Now for Gabby again, and she's fouled. .137 left on the clock here in the second quarter. The foul goes against Jaylee Jennings, her second. So she's got 2 and a timeout taken on the floor. 31-19, Bowling Green leads here in the semifinals of the Bowling Green tournament on TribCast.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school basketball action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main in Vandalia.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Norton with it after the timeout. Keller out on her as Van Forest changed up, and it's stolen away by Devin Keller. Keller against Dieters, and she's blocked to the corner out of bounds. It'll stay with Van Farn. Here's Haley Basket with it. Twellman on her. She kicks the ball away, and Devin Keller gets it back. Ooh, got away with the double dribble? No, called by the back official, Mr. Falloon. And here comes Madeline Norton up the floor with 1:10 on the clock here in the second quarter. Over to the far side. Here's Dieters. Long 3. Just a bit short. Kinley Charlton's putback is good. Nice follow by Kinley Charlton to make it 33-19. And a foul going to put Haley Basket back at the line. Her second trip there tonight. She's got 5 points yet to score here in the second quarter. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. First shot, long. She hit the back half last time, too. And Caitlin Billhartz will replace Grace Twellman. Second shot is good. 33-20. Norton, lob pass. Billhartz with 30 seconds to play. Here's a three from Norton. Off the glass again. Madeline Norton. She's got 6, both from beyond the arc. Garner with 18 on the clock. She puts it in. Jordan Garner. She's got 6 in the quarter, 8 in the game. Or 5 in the quarter, 7 in the game. That's right. To the near side for Briley Sparks. 5 seconds on the clock. Charlton kicks it back up. Norton for 3 at the buzzer. No. Put back. No. Wouldn't have counted anyway, says Adam Falloon, the official from the near side. 36-22. Bowling Green leads after 2 quarters. This is opening round action from the 94th annual Bowling Green Invitational on thepeoplestribune.com.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, SparksHeatingandCooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
Danny Orff Contracting, Pike County and surrounding areas construction and remodeling experts. At Danny Orff Contracting, we specialize in construction and remodeling contractor services. We offer free estimates. We have back-to-back scheduling to complete the job promptly and professionally, on time and on budget. If you have a construction project in mind, turn to Danny Orff Contracting. Call today at 573-470-4925.
The 94th annual Bowling Green Invitational on TribCast is brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Brandstetter in Bowling Green, the Louisiana Bulldog Booster Club, and Lane Boutique, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, Central Elevator in Silex, Niemeyer Family Farms, Midwest Pest Control, Denise Leverett of RP Land Company, Hubrain Construction, J. Hurt Tree Service, Hankey Construction Company, and Baragiola Hardware and Lumber. More Bowling Green tournament action is coming up. This is TribCast.
Before or after the games at this year's district tournaments, let's go Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and at Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester fried chicken, and more. Good luck to our area teams this week from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store at the Bridge in Louisiana. Let's go Airco.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
As we roll, baby, roll, baby, roll into halftime, Bowling Green is rolling over Van Far, 36-22. They trailed 14-13 after one to the Van Far Lady Indians. Great start by Van Far. Gabby Dieners came off the bench and just seemed out of sorts. It took her a few minutes to get going. Passes weren't crisp. Shots were off by feet, not inches. And then all of a sudden it clicked for Gabby, and she rolls off 13 points from the end of the first quarter in the final seconds of the first quarter on through the half, including 3 from beyond the arc. That's a pretty fantastic recovery, and Bowling Green used that to outscore Van Far 23-8 in the second quarter and take this game to a 14-point lead at the half. Wow. 36-22. I'm just mesmerized by the dancing ability of the senior boys here with the Pom Squad tonight. Just fantastic. The shorts could be a little longer, boys. That's all I'm saying. 36-22 after 2 quarters. We'll be back with more of the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime after this.
When it's time for some heavy-duty work in the dirt, there's only one name to remember, McMailer. McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating of Silex now offers a new service, septic system pumping and grease trap cleanouts. Call McMailer for all types of backhoe work with high lift and track hoe. They install water or sewer lines, septic tanks, and drain tile. They can build lakes, do dump truck work, jackhammering, bobcat work, and more. Fully insured, you can count on quality workmanship from McMailer & Sons Backhoe, Excavating, and Septic in Silex. 384-5978.
Good luck to the Van Far Indians and Lady Indians in this week's tournament games. The Van Far Boosters support our hard-working athletes and encourage everyone to visit with any Booster Club member to see how you could become a member yourself. Van Far High School athletes are enjoying an unbelievable run of success, and the Van Far Boosters have been there every step of the way. See you at the tournament. Best wishes to the Indians and Lady Indians from your Van Far Indians Booster Club.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
I'm very impressed that the boys were able to at least make it through this long routine. All right. First half scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, A.K. and Ken Feeds, Asgrow DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For Van Far, they led after one, 14-13, were outscored 23-8 in the second quarter. They got 7 points from Jordan Garner, 6 from Haley Basket, 5 points for Jaylee Jennings in her quest for 1,000, and 4 points for Panna Conaway through 2 quarters. Things kind of dried up there in the second for Van Far. For Bowling Green, they got 13 points from Gabby Dieters, 7 from Caitlin Billhart, 6 points Madeline Norton, 4 each for Kinley Charlton and Grace Twellman. Been impressed by Grace here in the early going. 2 points for Briley Sparks to round out the scoring for the Bowling Green Lady Cats. Bowling Green, the 1 seed, the 5 seed are Van Far. They got an upset in the opening round over North Callaway, who are just putting on a display over in the other gym, leading 32-8 after 2 quarters. Now it's 36-8. Now it's 36-11. They lead Winfield over in the consolation semifinal. So a good first half for the Lady T-Birds, and I'm sure Coach Beamer was not exactly happy after the opening round loss to Van Far, a team they beat earlier in the season by 9. 36-22, our first half scoring, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Online at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Second half action coming up after this. This has been the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime on thePeoplesTribune.com.
If you buy electricity from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you're more than a customer. You're a member, too. What does that mean? It means you have a say in how things run. It means you have equity in Quiver River when there's money left after expenses each year. It means that helping you save electricity is important because we're in this together. It means you have more than safe, reliable energy. You have power. You have people. Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those they serve. CUIVRE.com.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Back for the second half. After our State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, 36-22. Bowling Green leads Van Far after 2 quarters. And our second half start brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Band sounds good tonight. Well, these teams had their moments in the first half. Bowling Green's just a little bit more powerful in the second quarter. Enough for a 14-point lead. Now Mr. Mullins will get the crowd going here to start the second half. And it'll be Van Far ball to start the second half of action. La Crosse Lumber Company brings us the start. We're underway here in quarter number 3. Over to the far side for Jensen. Elise starting in place of Keller, and she's tied up. Gives it back to Bowling Green just 14 seconds into this quarter. So wondering if maybe the freshman Keller a little, after sitting for a while, maybe a little stiff, but I'm sure we'll see her a little bit more as the game goes on. Here's Norton to the near side for Charlton. Skip pass across to Briley Sparks. Sparks shot short, and the rebound pulled down by Jaylee Jennings for Van Far. Jennings up the floor, trying to go coast to coast to the hoop. No, but a foul going to be whistled on Jade Meyer. Jade's second, team's first here in the second half. Gabby Dieter's ready to come off the bench for the Lady Cats. Well, they went a different direction. No, it is Jade's foul. And the shot for Jaylee is good. Cuts the deficit to 13. 6 points tonight for Jaylee. She can get into double figures tonight. As she misses the second one, she's at 6 points. Then she has a realistic shot of getting to 1,000 here in the tournament. Norton to the far side for Sparks. Back to Madeline to the near side for Kinley Charlton. Charlton holds the ball high. Goes to the baseline a little further. Now kicks it back out and around to Briley Sparks. Sparks bounce past Gabby Dieters. Back to Madeline Norton. Down to the post for Caitlin Billhartz. Billhartz kicks it back. Kinley Charlton puts it in. 12-footer's good. Jennings to the near side for basket. Now for Jensen, Elise Jensen. Back to Jaylee Jennings. Minute 20 gone here in the third quarter. Little floater from Jennings, no good. Gabby Dieters the rebound for Bowling Green. Puts it ahead for Charlton. Back to Bill Hartz. To Briley Sparks. Now kicks it back again to Norton. Over to Briley. To Norton again. Now for Kinley Charlton. Her pass blocked. Garner saves it back in, but right to Gabby Dieters. Shot was a little wild. Rebound picked up by Garner, and she's on the run. 1-on-2 now. Jordan Garner caught from behind, and a juggle and a travel called against Garner. That's good defense coming back by Bowling Green. Minute 55 off the clock here in the third quarter. Here's Norton up the floor with it to the near side for Kinley Charlton. Charlton back up top for Madeline. Steps inside three, gives it to Briley Sparks. Sparks has it stolen by Panna Conaway. Conaway trying to push it ahead to Jensen. It was stolen back, and Bill Hart's to the hoop. Yep. Got in a little deep, but was able to adjust and get it to go down. She's got 9 points. And Van Far will inbound on the far side. And coming in is Morgan Billings for the first time in this contest. She replaces Riley Sparks. Up top. They work it down. Shot. Can't stick on for Jordan Garner. She fights for it and almost had it. Gabby ahead of the pack now. Lays it up. No. Basket the rebound to Panna Conaway. Lob pass to Jordan Garner. Garner going to have to play tough here. Just hands it to Jaylee Jennings as she lost her dribble to Jensen. Into the corner now for basket. Back up top for Jaylee Jennings. Over to Jordan Garner on the far point. Garner going to drive to the hoop. No, but a foul will send Jordan back to the line. And is that against Bill Hart? Haven't put it on the board yet. The shot is short. That's the first miss from the free throw line from Jordan Garner tonight. She was 3 for 3. They gave it to Billings. Her first, team second, and the shot is good. 8 points on the night for Jordan Garner. 16-point Bowling Green lead. Dieters checks out. Grace Twellman comes in her place. Billings back up top for Norton to the near side for Twellman. Norton to Twellman again. Skip pass far side for Billings. Back up top. Madeline Norton. Into the middle for Bill Hartz. Kick it down low. Charlton can't sneak it in, but Twellman get the rebound. Back to Billings. Her three. No. Kelly Charlton, Morgan Billings put back was no good, but she's fouled. And Morgan will head to the line. Looking for her first points tonight. Just came into the ball game for the first time, and the foul is the second on Haley Basket. Shot no good. Off the back iron and out. Twellman replaced by Charlton on the near side. Looking for the rebound. Second shot is good. So 1 point for Morgan Billings. Norton checks out. Dieters back in. Very short breaks for Gabby Dieters. Her longest break of the night was the start of the game. Bounce pass. Here's Garner. Blocked to the corner. Dieters gets it back, and we have an injured, Jordan Garner is injured in the backcourt, and they're going to Coach Kelly Borchett all over the official for not blowing the play dead, as one of her best players, Jordan Garner, was down holding her knee in the backcourt. She was able to get back up on her own power, but she's in some discomfort. I'm not sure where the trainers are at this point. They may be in the other gym. And it is a technical called on Borchert. She said, "I'll take it." I could hear it all the way from here. Gabby Dieters missed the first free throw. Makes the second. And it'll be Bowling Green ball on the near sideline. That's actually very endearing to me when a coach will go out there, take a technical to get her injured player off the floor when the officials refuse to blow it down. I applaud Coach Kelly Borchert for that. Got to stick up for your kids. Here's Bill Hartz, back to Dieters, baseline, lost it. It's going to stay with the Lady Cats. Dieters put it off of Jaylee Jennings, tried to get it back to herself. Now Jennings going to come away with it. Good work on the floor by Elise Jensen. 1-on-4, and Jennings ends up on her stomach. She does draw the foul, will go to the line. Hard work for Van Far, and the foul is the second on Caitlin Billhartz. So Jaylee to the line. She's one for two from that spot tonight, make it 2 for 3. (42-25). Just past the midway point of the third, we still have one more championship semifinal to go as Clopton and Elsberry do battle. That's coming up next. 2 consolation semis down the hall as Jaylee missed the second one, so she drops to 50% from the free throw line again. Far side, here's Madeline Norton. Back to the middle, now near side for Briley Sparks. Ooh, and there is a travel. She did everything she could to stay on those tiptoes, but couldn't get the ball out of her hand fast enough. So a couple of injuries for Van Far. It looks like Garner's going to be okay. Over to the far side, Conaway kicks it back. Here's Jennings with 3:11 to play. No, but she'll shoot 3 free throws this time as Gabby came out and fouled her. Second foul against Dieters. And Jaylee will shoot 3. First one, no good. Second shot. That one is good. Gets herself back to 50% from the free throw line. Make it 42-26. Third shot is good as well. Niemeyer comes out. Kinley Charlton back in for the Bowling Green Lady Cats. 5 minutes gone in the third. There's Madeline Norton. Coach Smith. Being very specific on the Bowling Green sideline. Here's Briley Sparks, and 3 seconds in the lane. Gives it back to Van Far. Clopton's ready. They're dressed out and ready to go for their championship semifinal against Elsberry. Elsberry just heading to the locker room now. Knocked out of bounds on the far side. Good work by Charlton. .237 on the clock. Conaway gets it into basket. Working to the middle. Jordan Garner back into the ball game. Good to see that. And she scores. Jordan Garner First bucket from the field. She's got 10 points. First bucket from the field in the second half, that is. Here's Madeline Norton. To the near side for Briley Sparks. Sparks. To the far side for Kinley Charlton. Back to Briley on the near side. Nothing there for her. Gives it back to Norton for three. Too long, and the rebound pulled out by Haley Basket. Cross to Jordan Garner. Has Conaway cross court. Pass tip. Gets it right to Bungie. She can't finish. Back to Jaylee Jennings. No. Rebound. Bungie tipped it back to herself. They work it. Pass tipped. Jordan Garner gets it. To the near side, Panna Conaway for three. That one is off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Gabby Dieters. And she palmed the ball. She was looking for that long pass. It wasn't there, and tried to sneak back to a dribble. And a timeout taken by Bowling Green with 1:35 to go in the third. 42-29. Lady Cats lead Van Far on TribCast.
Good luck to the Bowling Green Bobcats and Lady Cats this week during the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Success is a team effort from our athletes, coaches, student body, and fans accomplished through hard work, talent, fine coaching, and tremendous community support. The Bowling Green Bobcat Athletic Boosters are committed to serving the student athletes of Bowling Green High School. Be sure to visit with any Booster Club member about how you can become a member yourself. Let's go Bobcats, and best of luck from your Bowling Green Bobcats Booster Club.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
Just about done over in the other gym. Final 14 seconds running clock game. North Callaway going to beat Winfield 55-14. As Winfield was able to make it today, but one and done in the tournament. Now they're going to stop the clock to shoot some free throws. This shot, good. Haley Basket. 42-31, just an 11-point game. I mean, they've stayed close. 8 points now for Basket. Near side, here's Norton. Ball game over. 55-14 is the final over there. North Callaway defeats Winfield, and that shot is good. Was that Sparks? 44-31. Under a minute to go in the third, so they're a full quarter ahead of us over in the other gym with that running clock. Bungie to the near side for Basket. Back to Bungie, far side. To Jaylee Jennings. Audrey Bungie. Jordan Garner. Head and shoulders fake. No one was biting. Middle of the lane. Somehow got to Panna Conaway, but she can't finish. Put back, no. Too hard for Haley Basket. And Bill Hartz gets it with 22 seconds on the clock. Make it 16 as they cross the line. They're playing for the last shot. To the near side, Briley Sparks. Sparks back up top. Got Charlton on the far side. That's where they go. To Gabby Dieters. Turnaround shot. No, too hard. Bungie the rebound. Gonna have to hurry. She did get it off, but it's about 2 foot short of a buzzer-beating basket. 44-31 after 3. Bowling Green leads Van Far here in the semifinals of the Bowling Green Invitational on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Family owned and operated since 1996, Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, low resident-to-staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
44-31, start of the fourth quarter. Checking the scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. AK and Ken Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Van Far outscores Bowling Green in the third quarter 9-8, but still trail 44-31. 10 points for Jordan Garner, 9 for Jaylee Jennings, 8 for Haley Baskett, and 4 for Panna Conaway. Most of those points coming from the free throw line for Van Far in that quarter. For Bowling Green, they have 4 points for Briley Sparks, 6 for Madeline Norton, 4 for Grace Twellman, 6 for Kinley Charlton, a point for Morgan Billings, 9 for Caitlin Billhartz, 14 for Gabby Dieters. Coming off the bench tonight, here's Billhartz with a steal. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Travel called against Billhartz as she tried to put on the brakes. Stops the clock 20 seconds into this final quarter. Again, a final down the hall. Consolation semifinals. North Callaway moves on, defeating Winfield 55-14. So Winfield forfeited the first game and loses in the second. So they leave this tournament with just one game played, and it was a running clock there in the final quarter. Briley down to the baseline for Billhartz. Back up for Madeline Norton. Norton finds her way to the hoop, can't finish. Got her own rebound, but is tied up by Aubrey Bungie. That keeps it with Bowling Green on the alternating arrow, and Panna Conaway replaces Devin Keller. Coach Borchert got a technical earlier. A shot off the glass is good. Kinley Charlton. 8 points for Kinley tonight. That shot no good. Put back Bungie no good, but she'll head to the line after a foul. Anyway, to finish my thought, Kelly Borchard picked up that technical. She came out on the court during a play. They refused to blow it dead when Jordan Garner looked like she had a knee injury. Bungie's first point tonight. She said, "I'll take it." Proud of her. Garner eventually returned to the ball game. Basket the rebound. She's blocked. And Gabby comes away with it. Here comes Dieters up the floor. To the far corner for Madeline Norton. Gets it back. Long three. Just off the mark this time. And the rebound picked up by Haley Baskett for the Van Far Lady Indians. Here comes Jaylee Jennings. Through a couple of Lady Cats trying to weave her way up the floor. And a foul whistled. I think that's going to be on Dieters. It is her third. Interception by Morgan Billings. Billings with it again, up top. Gabby Dieters to Morgan Billings. That shot a little wild, and the rebound pulled down by Jordan Garner. Garner going to take it herself up the floor. Loses it off her foot over to Panna Conaway. Conaway's shot is good. Panna's got 6. Up top of it, Norton. Gave it off to Kinley Charlton. Charlton back to Madeline Norton. Norton to the near side. Tried to lob it in, and it's off a Van Far player out of bounds. Morgan Billings was the intended target of that pass. And Bungie is replaced by Elise Jensen. 12 points, Bowling Green lead. Coach Smith says don't rush the shot, be patient. Pretty full gym, and I can hear Craig Smith every word he says from the far side. He must be in direct range or something. Across from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Here's Norton. She traveled, yeah. Ran into the back of her own player. And again, he says, don't get in a rush. Far side with it. Here's Elise Jensen. Plays catch with Conaway to the near side for Haley Basket. Basket, center of the lane, lost control. Got it back to Conaway. And now to Jaylee Jennings. 3 minutes gone, and now a foul going to be whistled on Kinley Charlton. And she fell over the top of Jordan Garner. 4:48 to go. 46-34 Bowling Green. Clopton heads back to the locker room. Final preparations there. And Grace Twellman will check back in. Briley Sparks will check back in. Jade Meyer. And Morgan Billings check out. Now a late substitution as Caitlin Billhartz comes in for Gabby Dieters. 46-34. 4:48 to play. Finally, a chance for Garner to shoot her free throws, and the first one is good. She earns the second. 11 points for Jordan Garner. She's the only Lady Indian in double figures. 46-35 to make it a 10-point deficit. Hit them both. Van Far not out of this, that's for sure. But they're going to have to continue to chip away here. Pick up the pace just a little bit. Keep forcing Bowling Green into bad situations like that one. As Jaylee Jennings got the tip over to Jensen. Now a foul will send Jordan Garner back to the line. Briley Sparks picks up the personal. Shot is good. Nine-point Bowling Green lead. 8-point Bowling Green lead. 14 points for Jordan Garner. Van Far already has one come from behind victory in this tournament, beating North Callaway down 9 at the half. Here they were down 14 at the half. Back up top. And Bowling Green maybe running a little clock here is Twellman on the far point. To the near side, Briley Sparks. Sparks back up top for Madeline Norton. Over to Twellman. They get it to Charlton. Charlton. Ball goes to the floor. It's tied up. This time it's going Van Far's way. They can cut a couple more points off the Bowling Green lead. Last time we saw Bowling Green here was just before Christmas. They had a big lead on Palmyra at the half, and the Lady Panthers came back to beat Bowling Green. Here's Panna Conaway for Jaylee Jennings. She's going to try the three. A little long, and the rebound picked up by Caitlin Billhartz on her back shoulder. She'll hand it off to Madeline Norton. 46-38, Bowling Green with the ball in the lead. They put last points on there for Bowling Green. 46-38. Now a steal. by Jaylee Jennings, and a timeout taken by Van Far. 3:08 to play, 46-38. Bowling Green leads Van Far on TribCast.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local La Crosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation. Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local La Crosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
For over 90 years, Calvert's General Insurance has protected homeowners, farmers, and area drivers from life's unexpected incidents. This is Tim Gamb. Here at Calvert's General Insurance, we offer insurance from multiple companies to find you the best coverage at the best price. Call us at 573-324-2321 for a free quote. Calvert's General Insurance on the Square in Bowling Green.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agricultural equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
3:08 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bowling Green hanging on, up 46-38. Van Far continues to push. Here's Jaylee Jennings with it at the point for the Lady Indians. To Elise Jensen, now to Jordan Garner. Garner gives it back to Elise. Her shot blocked by Kinley Charlton. Jordan Garner 1-on-4. She traveled. When Bowling Green collapsed down like that, I think her options were charge or travel, and she took travel. Here comes Gabby Dieters back in, replacing Grace Twellman. .247 to play. Bowling Green, I think, will run a little more clock here if they can. Again, be patient. Don't force it. The call from Craig Smith. Bill Hartz to the near side for Charlton. Back to Dieters. Dieters' shot too hard off the glass. Rebound comes all the way out to Norton. Van Far boxed out well, but couldn't get a hold of the ball. To the far side, Sparks gets it to Bill Hartz. Now near side, Kinley Charlton looking to feed Dieters inside. Kinley, bounce pass, rejected, but right back to Kinley Charlton. Van Far's doing the right things. They're just not getting the result right now. Bill Hartz, free throw line, gets it back to Norton. Minute 55 to go. Still an 8-point lead. Free throw line, Bill Hartz. Over to the far side for Sparks. Sparks back to Norton. Almost a steal from Bill Hartz. Just a little too tall for Elise Jensen. Working across. Oh, couldn't have been more open. Briley Sparks with the finish to make it a 10-point game. 6 points for Briley tonight. Turnaround shot. Basket can't hit. Rebound. Charlton for Bowling Green. She's fouled. Jordan Garner going to pick up the personal, her second. Here's Norton for Bowling Green with a minute 12 remaining in regulation. Gabby Dieters. And a push called, I think, on Jaylee Jennings. .108 to play, and that's the third on Jaylee. Jensen checks out. Keller back in. Lob pass all the way up, and Sparks will track it down. Bowling Green kind of boxed out on that loose ball. Forced all the Van Far players to run at it from the outside. And a foul whistled on Devin Keller. Her first. They gave it to Conway instead, her first. 58.6 on the clock. Van Far needs a steal. Didn't get it on the inbound. Give it back to Dieters. Dieters pulls up and can't hit. The rebound, Niemeyer, no, but a foul will send Liv to the line. Looking for her first points tonight. She started the contest for Bowling Green. Foul is the first on Keller. And the first shot is no good. Just 1 point for Dieters since halftime. That came on a free throw early in the third quarter. 13 first half points. Second shot is good. And it's an 11-point Bowling Green lead. Turnaround shot, Garner gets it to go. And a timeout taken on the floor by Van Far. 43.4 seconds to go. It's a 9-point Bowling Green lead here in the semifinals of the 94th Bowling Green Invitational on TribCast.
The 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on TribCast is brought to you in part by Pike County Title Company, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Craig Bowen CPAs, Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Ingram Plumbing, DH Electric, by Saints Avenue Cafe, Lincoln County Technical Skills and Services, Wood Smoke Meats, Twin City Bowl, and by Northeast Missouri Title Company. More Bowling Green tournament action is coming up. This is TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
Reach and foul on Garner will send Gabby Dieters to the line for a 1-and-1. That's Garner's third. 14 points for Gabby. Chance for at least one more here from the line. Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame coming up in 41.1 seconds to make the lead double digits. Dieter's shot is good. 50-40. She hit them both. 16 points for Gabby Dieters, game's top scorer. And she'll take a breather with 41.1 to go. 11-point Bowling Green lead on Van Far, so it looks like Bowling Green will be in the championship game. 35.9 to go as the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Van Far. Keller to inbound to Jaylee Jennings. Conaway, Garner, and Basket all out there for Van Far. Sparks, Twellman. Ball goes to the floor. Niemeyer. Meyer. And Billings out there for Bowling Green. And Gabby Dieter's night is done as she takes off a back brace she's been wearing. She will not come back in. 24.2 seconds to go. The first shot for Garner is good to make it a 10-point game. 17 points for Jordan Garner. So she's the game's high scorer now. Second shot good as well, 18 in the book for Jordan Garner. Bounce pass. And a 9-point game, and Conaway going to be called for the personal, her second. That'll send Bradley Sparks to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 51-42. 23 seconds on the clock. Got Clopton and Elsberry coming up next in the second championship semifinal. I believe they're already underway down the hall in the second consolation semi. Garner the rebound off the miss. They get it ahead to Keller. Keller, middle of the lane. Basket shot is short. Rebound. Jade Meyer gets the loose ball and is tied up, and Garner throws down Jade Meyer by the basketball. I think she's okay. Hit that hip a little bit. Probably not happy. But that is the strength of a Jordan Garner. Meyer with it again. And a foul whistled on Haley Basket. That's her third. 8.3 seconds to go. 9-point game. Chance to make it 10 from the line. Jade Meyer will be the shooter. Missed the front half. But Bowling Green keeps possession down to 3 seconds. Briley back up. Game over. Bowling Green wins by 9, 51-42. Credit to Van Far. They stuck with it. Stayed in that 9-10 point range most of the second half. Probably outscored Bowling Green in the second half of the ball game. But they will fall into the third place game. Bowling Green into the championship, 51-42. And we'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame after this.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone. Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Louisiana Bowling Green and Clopton schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries, as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
Back in the high school gym, Bowling Green has defeated Van Far to make it to the championship game, 51-42. Final scoring numbers brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Akey and Kent Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For Van Far, 18 points for Jordan Garner tonight. She's the game's top scorer. 9 points for Jaylee Jennings, 8 for Haley Basket, 6 points for Panna Conaway. She had a good shooting night. And a point for Aubrey Bungie, 1 and 2 shooting free throws. For Bowling Green, 6 points for Briley Sparks. Very nice night for the freshman. 6 points for Madeline Norton, 4 for Grace Twellman, 8 points for Kinley Charlton, 9 for Caitlin Billhartz, a point for Morgan Billings, a point for Olivia Niemeyer, 16 for Gabby Dieters to lead the Bowling Green Lady Cats. They were kind of sputtering. They were down, I think, 5-6 points in the first quarter. Got it to 1. A 1-point deficit by the end of one with a big 3 for Gabby Dieters off the bench. She came in, was rusty. rusty. And then all of a sudden she flips the switch right at the end of the first quarter, reels off a 13-point first half on her way to 16 for the game. And a 9-point victory for Bowling Green to make it into the championship game. So there's your scoring numbers, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. We'll take a break here on the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. We've got Clopton and Elsberry coming up, and actually we'll get to our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game in here right now with the 16 points, Gabby Dieters, and we'll make it quick for you, Gabby. You come off the bench, you looked a little rusty right off the bat, and then you flipped that switch just before the end of the first quarter, hit that three, and that really seemed to trigger you and the Lady Cats. You reel off a 13-point first half. What happened? What changed on the floor that you were able to get those threes going?
I mean, I just knew like my team was there, so like once I wasn't open, when we passed it back out, like back in, and then we passed it back out to me, I was in rhythm, so I just shot the ball, and then after that I was just on fire, and they gave it to me. Yeah.
Before that, I mean, you were off feet, not inches, and your passes were kind of off. It's just you have that switch. We've seen it so many times when you're able to just find that spark to get going.
Right, it's rough coming in off the bench.
Yeah. Your team tonight, you guys are moving it around pretty well. You're getting some good contributions from some of the youngsters. You're the upperclassmen now. How has your role changed now, bringing along the younger kids?
Well, in the past years, I've been pretty much one of the point guards, and then this year becoming more of a shooting guard and taking that leadership on, and then putting my point guard leadership into Madeline's hands is like a big deal for Madeline to take over, and then me to become a shooting guard, which normally I'm not a shooting guard, is a pretty big role for me.
You love to push the pace. I know that.
Yes.
How hard is it when that guy behind you is saying, slow down, run some clock?
Hard.
Exactly. All right, well, congratulations. You're into the championship game. And
Thank you.
Hopefully another classic.
Clopton versus Bowling Green.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, we've got you guys, like all the past champions from the last 10 years in the Open. You guys, Bowling Green is more often than not. So
yes.
Almost going in as the big dog in this one. So let's see if we can keep it going on Friday night.
You.
That's Gabby Dieters, our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game. And let's get Coach Craig Smith in here. Coach, I'll tell you, Van Far played you guys tough tonight. You got to give some credit across the way. Their kids and number one especially didn't quit tonight.
Yep. No, they had a good game plan going in. We knew. We knew that was the case. At this point in the season, everybody's probably scouted everybody. They know who the players were. With a couple of our girls that have been out and some things going on, we didn't start them, but they were able to get in the game. But yeah, they definitely didn't quit. There was no quit in them. Kept it within a 10-point, and I was hoping we could keep it right there. Didn't want it any closer. I
could hear every word you were saying there in the fourth quarter. Slow it down. Be patient. Wait for your shot. It's hard with a team that's with a player like Gabby that likes to push the pace and a team that's so physically superior to a lot of the girls' teams around the area. Just strong out there.
Yeah. I don't mind the push. If we get out in transition and we're able to push the ball, and we're able to get easy layups or get easy shots out of people attacking, that's fine. But once they get their defense back and get everything set up, we need to really, with having a lead, there's no shot clock yet in high school basketball, so we need to be able to run some time off the clock, be able to run and get there towards the end. I think we did a better job, getting the layup there at Sparks, because if you make defense guard on both sides of the floor multiple times, eventually you're going to have a breakdown somewhere, and that's what I was trying to get Gabby to understand is, you're working your tail off there. I don't want you to just stand, but if you get the ball, square up to the rim and do what you can do. If not, kick it back out. Let's get us a good open shot.
The youngsters, I thought, contributed well tonight.
Yeah, they've been kind of forced into some action with Bill going on vacation and Gabby doing her thing with softball a little bit. But I think they've really stepped up, and that's what I told them. I said, I'm going to put you in some situations this year that not because I want to, but because we're going to kind of have to. Most of the time I tell the girls I'm trying to put you in situations to be successful, but a lot of times here lately I've had to kind of put them in those roles, and those girls have stepped up. I think Sparks and Grace have done a fantastic job for us. In ball games, a lot of times Sparks is with the other girl's best player. So on the defensive end, getting some steals, and she's doing her job quietly, and that's what I like.
Well, congratulations, shaping up. If Clopton can take care of business, another Bowling Green Clopton championship game here at the Bowling Green tournament, that's always fun, and it happens more often than not on the ladies' side. So, how would that be for you? Coaching for Bowling Green in that type of championship game.
Yeah, well, we got a chance, not the championship round, but in the semifinal round over Montgomery, and we were fortunate enough to come out with a win. We'll have to see. I think it'll be a great atmosphere Friday night, and hopefully we can do the things we need to do to come out on the winning side of it. So it's going to be good.
All right, congratulations, Craig. We'll see you on Friday.
Thank you, appreciate it.
That's Coach Craig Smith here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. We will wrap up the postgame, come back with a quick pregame before Clopton and Elsberry. More action from the 94th Bowling Green Invitational coming up next on thepeoplestribune.com.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And welcome back inside the Bowling Green Ready Mix. That was the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Now it's the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. We're sitting in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Okay, I've got everything straight in my head now.
Got it together there now.
That was a pretty good ball game between Bowling Green and Van Far. But now it's time to focus on Clopton and Elsberry, and we'll get right into it with our Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all the services at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, caring for our communities. And for the number 3 seed Elsberry Lady Indians, we saw them here in the high school gym the other night in the opening round. 5'2" sophomore, number 2, Tynesha Henderson gets the start. 5'7" sophomore, number 12, Kylie Kinsler. Number 24, a 5'7" senior, Tess Weekly in the starting 5, as well as a 5'9" senior, number 25, Megan Hagemeyer. She was held back a lot in the opening round after being on the all-tournament team at the Clopton tournament. Tyra Henderson rounds out the starting 5 for Coach Carrie Koch-Dowell. She's a 5'7" sophomore and wears number 43. So Tiny Henderson, Tyra Henderson, Kinsler, Weekly, and Hagemeyer are the starting 5 for the number 3 seed Elsberry Lady Indians, who picked up their 10th win of the season in the opening round. For the number 2 seed Clopton Hawks, it's Coach Devin Streed's lineup. She's 14-2 with her Lady Hawks, and 5'10" sophomore gets the start. Number 11, Taylor Akers. Number 13, a 5'3" sophomore, Megan Harrelson. Number 15, a 5'5" senior, Caitlin Coons gets the start. 5'8" sophomore, number 35, Kerrigan Lockard. And rounding out the starting 5 is number 42, a 5'10" senior, Kaylin Lockard. So again, for Clopton, Akers, Harrelson, Kuntz, Lockard, and Lockard. Those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups for tonight. Brought to you by the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. Game officials brought to you by Mr. Referee Dennis McMillan of Center Locker Service. Farm-raised and deer meat processing, local beef and pork products, jerky, meat sticks, and more at centerlocker.com. And your officials, the same as the first game, Carrie Nichols, Jason Hannon, and Adam Falloon. Nichols, Hannon, and Falloon. Your officials brought to you by Center Locker Service. See all the stuff they have in the shelves there at Center Locker in Center, Missouri, or centerlocker.com. 3:10 before we tip it off. Clopton and Elsberry, rematch of the Clopton Tournament semifinal here at the Bowling Green Tournament in the semifinals, and it's coming up next here on the peoplestribune.com.
This is TribCast, celebrating 10 years of champions. The 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on the peoplestribune.com is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by La Crosse Lumber Company, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Banks of Missouri, Young Enterprises Incorporated, by Center Locker Service, Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, Pike County Memorial Hospital, by B&B Automotive, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Bib Beach Funeral Homes LLC, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana, your County Market grocery stores in Vandalia and Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, by Bowling Green Lumber Company, Lynn's Heritage House, Calvert's General Insurance, by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Danny Orff General Contracting, McMailer & Sons Excavation and more, Airco Travel Centers, Cole Chiropractic Center, the Van Bar Indians Booster Club, Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green, by Pogue Ford, Family Health Pharmacies, Pike County Title Company, Hayden's Motorsports Center, by Abel's Quick Shops, Craig Bowen CPAs, Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Ingram Plumbing in Bowling Green, by DH Electric, Saints Avenue Cafe, Lincoln County Technical Skills and Services, Wood Smoke Meats, Twin City Bowl, Northeast Missouri Title Company, Shelter Insurance agents Brent Brandstetter in Bowling Green and Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by Missouri State Representative Jim Hansen, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Frankfurt Farm Supply, by PJ's Salon, Perkins Electrical Service, Spring Valley Accounting Service, Silex Banking Company, Magruder Limestone, by Country View Nursing Facility, the Louisiana Bulldog Booster Club, Ann Lane Boutique, Central Bank of Audrain County, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, by Central Elevator in Silex, Niemeyer Family Farms, Midwest Pest Control, Denise Leverett of RP Land Company, Ubrain Construction, J. Hurd Tree Service, Hankey Construction Company, and by Baragiola Hardware and Lumber. Now, coverage of the 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Basketball Tournament from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Welcome back to Bowling Green High School. The 94th Bowling Green Invitational continues. Ladies Championship semifinal play. Bowling Green into the championship game. Jason Orr with a 9-point victory over Van Far. Now we'll see if who between Clopton and Elsberry makes it into that title game and who will be relegated to the third place game to face the Lady Indians. It looks like, well, we're going to have a team in every game on championship night. That's
yeah.
That's going to be fun to have the TribCast teams all represented in each game. All right, Elsberry on the floor. Clopton, they break their huddle, and our opening tip is brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. All right, it'll be Lockard jumping against Hagemeyer. And Hagemeyer wins it back, but right to Caitlin Kuntz. KK to the hoop. Yeah. Right off the hop, Caitlin Kuntz. I had to ask if it was free baby night here, because it seems like everyone's
got them.
I guess it was for the first 300 paid customers. I got in for free, so I didn't get the baby. Thank goodness. On the far side, here's Elsberry up the floor of Hagemeyer, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hagemeyer. They just never really got control off the inbound from Kinsler. 2-0 Clopton. They're looking to put some points on the board earlier. Here's Taylor Akers. Akers to the near side. Bounce pass into the corner for KK. Kuntz back up top. Akers over to the far side for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson eyeing the corner. Instead skips it across to Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard cut it too fine. And Tyra Henderson the rebound for Elsberry. I like Elsberry's road uniforms a lot better than their homes.
Definitely.
Here's Tiny Henderson. Tynesha working the point against Akers. Stops, gives it to Hagemeyer. Stripped from her by Kuntz, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Elsberry. 7:05 to play in the first. Coach Streed, Coach Kochdow, both off the benches patrolling. Devin's dad, Robert Omohundro, he's kind of a wild card behind her. Sometimes she has to put him in his place. I think he left about mid-fourth quarter in the win over Louisiana.
That's what we heard. He's seen enough.
2-0. The turnover gives it back to Clopton. We played a minute 8. Yep. Akers almost turned it over. Gives it to Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard floats and scores. Kerrigan with 2 for Clopton. Here's Tyra Henderson in the backcourt. Trapped. Full court pressure from Clopton. They break it to Tess Weekly. Weekly on the run. Bounce pass, and it's kicked by Kaylin Lockard. It'll stay with Elsberry. 6:27 to play in the first. I had to tell Coach Kelly Borchard I was proud of her for taking that technical.
Yeah.
Jordan obviously was hurt. They weren't blowing the whistle. Ooh, Lockard almost committed a foul there. Tiny Henderson couldn't hit from the far side. She recovers, though. Tried to feed it inside, and it's tied up. It's going to be Elsberry ball on the alternating arrow. I heard her from here. She said, I'll take it.
Yep.
Sat down. Luckily, Jordan Garner wasn't seriously hurt and actually was the game's top scorer. Shot no good. Rebound. Lockard. Ahead to Kuntz. Kuntz weaving up the floor. Kicks it into the corner for Harrelson. Back into the near side for Taylor Akers. Down low, Kerrigan Lockard. Tried to get it to Kaylin. It was kicked and stolen by Tynesha Henderson. Henderson puts on the brakes. Gets it to Tess Weekly on the far side. Weekly gets a pick. Shot was a little bit off. And the rebound picked up by Kuntz. That's something Elsberry can't afford to do, is miss the open looks. Kuntz, bounce pass down low to Kaylin Lockard. She goes off the glass and in. Kaylin Lockard, the 5'10 senior with 2, and it's a 6-0 Clopton lead. And now we're going to have a foul on Taylor Akers. And she got into Tynesha Henderson. And substitutions, our first set for both sides. Taylor Akers checks out. Into the ball game for her, Mary Margaret Garrett. So Marge, her first action tonight. And 5 seconds. That Clopton pressure came in on the Elsberry side. Claire Henry, she's normally a starter. She's back her in. And Josie Horn. Both of them started in the opening round. Coming off the bench tonight for Coach Carrie Kochdow. With it, Megan Harrelson. She's blocked and a foul whistled on Tynesha Henderson. .508 to play in the first. And Harrelson at the line, and the first shot is good for Megan. 7-0 Clopton to start the ball game. Second one, no good, and Henry the rebound. Gets it to Horn on the near side. She has trouble. Ball knocked away from her. Tess Weekly with it. Here's Weekly for the Indians. Lob pass to Claire Henry. Henry looking for somebody. Gets it back to Josie Horn at the point. To Megan Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer back to Henry. Her shot off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Clopton. Running rebound for Harrelson, and she lost it out of bounds. Good defensive work by Elsberry to get a hand in there. Elsberry just seemed nervous to you. Long pass ahead to Tynesha Henderson. And she puts it in. First points of the night for Elsberry. And a little number 2, Tynesha Henderson.
Yeah, but back to what you were saying. Yeah, it sort of does. You know, we're not seeing a lot of scoring out of them, and
they're getting looks. They're just
yeah.
I mean, they're almost double pumping every shot.
Mm-hmm.
The fast break by Henderson.
Ooh.
Oh, long range 3 for KK. Caitlin Kuntz with the tray. But she didn't have time to think about her shot on the fast break. And that's why she was probably successful there. Harrelson all over Henderson. They get it to Weekly on the far side. KK on her. They get it to Henry, to Hagemeyer. Now a foul going to be whistled on Marge Garrett. 3:49 to play in the first quarter. And finally, Kaisha Clark coming into the ball game for Elsberry. This is her return from injury. She had that health scare in the Winfield tournament, and she is back in action. So good to see Kaisha back on the floor.
This crowd is loving it.
I know Louisiana hated losing her, but I'm sure they're happy for her to be back in action. She goes to the floor now. Loses her headband, throws it to the trainers. And we'll have to readjust her hair after the whistle. Boy, I'm happy for that kid.
It's good to see her back.
3:35 to play in the first. Here's Lockett in the back, or in the front court for Clopton to Garrett on the far side. KK, turnaround 3.
Oh,
Good.
my goodness.
Oh, my. 13-2 in favor of the Clopton Lady Hawks. Here's Henderson. Pass tipped and stolen by Lockard, and now a foul whistled on Hagemeyer. Timeout taken by Elsberry. 3:17 to play in the first. 13-2 Lady Hawks on TribCast.
At Bowling Green Lumber Company, they have everything you need to tackle that home improvement job. From foundation to roof and the complete interior, Bowling Green Lumber can supply all your building needs. They don't call Bowling Green Lumber the most complete building center in the area for nothing. Stop in for siding, hardware, doors, windows, paint, plywood, drywall, treated lumber, ceilings, tools, insulation, and much more. Bowling Green Lumber, 7th and Chapdelac Drive, phone 324-5400. Other people are trying to make money, we're just trying to make friends. Bowling Green Lumber.
The 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on TribCast is brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by State Representative Jim Hansen, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Frankfurt Farm Supply, by PJ's Salon, Perkins Electrical Service, Silex Banking Company, Spring Valley Accounting Service, Magruder Limestone Company, Country View Nursing Facility, and by Central Bank of Audrain County. More Bowling Green tournament action is coming up. This is TribCast.
Coming up right now, it is 3:15 to go, first quarter, 13-2. Clopton leads Elsberry. Here's Garrett off the hands of Lockard to the near side. Boy, Kaisha's just all over the place, isn't she, defensively?
Oh, yeah. The thing is, she's got a smile on her face while doing it. She is having the time of her life being back.
She's got the ball right now to Hagemeyer. Shot, no good. Rebound, KK coming the other way. Caitlin Kuntz, pass Weekly across the floor. Shot, good. Oh, beautiful. Megan Harrelson on the finish. 15-2 Clopton. Henderson to Clark. Good.
First points back.
Kaija Clark. Here's KK on the far side for the Hawks. Turnaround shot. That's no good for Lau. Off the back iron, about 4 foot off the rim and back in. Kaylin Lockard got a fortuitous hop. Henderson to the far side for Weekly. 2 minutes to go in the first. 17-4 Clopton. Weekly to the hoop. Weekly went too strong to the hoop and a foul on the floor. I think after the shot as Hagemeyer hit the deck. The foul goes on Kaylin Lockard. And Kaija Clark checks out. Hagemeyer to Henderson. Henderson's shot is short. Rebound tipped back out to Tiny Henderson. Now the pass tipped, but a foul whistled against Kerrigan Lockard, the 5'8" sophomore. .147 to play in the first. And Henderson's free throw is no good. Second shot. That one is good for Tynesha Henderson. She's got 3 points. 17-5. Here comes Caitlin Kuntz to the far side. Kerrigan Lockard back to KK. To Harrelson on the near side. Into the corner for Kerrigan Lockard. Back up top. KK, long three.
Yep. Oh.
Rimmed out on her
Jinxed
this time.
it.
Here's Tyra Henderson. It's tipped into the Elsberry bench. It'll stay with the Lady Indians with 1:16 to play in the first. Clopton leads by a dozen. Henderson almost had it knocked away. Kinsler picks it up. Back to Tynesha. Now for Tess Weekly. Off her hand, she has to recover. Actually gets her a little room. Goes through the lane, no, but a foul will send Tess Weekly to the line. And Kaija Clark and Claire Henry will come back in after the first shot for Tess Weekly. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. First shot good. Cuts the Clopton lead to 11. Louisiana and Silex doing battle down the hall. Chuck and April on the call after North Callaway dismantled Winfield. Missed the second one. Henry the rebound. And then it's stolen by Marge Garrett. Megan Harrelson will slow things down. Give it to KK. Kuntz to the far side. Caitlin surveys the scene with 42 seconds on the clock. 17-6, her Hawks lead. Running it down here at the end of the first quarter. Clopton student section begins to chirp. Now the Clopton bench gets in. 16 points. Down to 10. Back to KK, near side. Here's a three. Harrelson, long, and the rebound picked up by Tess Weekly. She goes to the floor, gets it back. And a travel called, so Clopton going to have
one more shot.
Almost 2 seconds to get a buzzer beater off. And look for motion on this inbound play. Try and get KK open for a three from the near corner. Knocked out of bounds and then clotheslined. 1.2 seconds to go. No foul on the play. Now it's going to be tougher from that inbound position. Turnaround shot
Go
at
in.
the buzzer.
Oh.
No, short for Kaylin Lockard. We played one quarter here from the Bowling Green tournament. 17-6. Clopton leads Elsberry after one on TribCast.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service, and that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project, and remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
Are you looking for a subcompact tractor with massive working potential and comfort? That's the Kubota BX Series. Haul, mow, dig, plow, all from the comfort of America's best-selling subcompact tractor. Take home a dependable BX80 now with financing as low as 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus great customer instant rebates and a 6-year warranty. Your authorized Kubota dealer in Bowling Green is Meyer Implement Company. Business Highway 61 North. Offer now through March 31st, 2018. See us or go to Kubota USA for more information. Meyer Implement Company. We appreciate your business.
17-6 after one over here. 12-12 at the half over there between Silex and Louisiana. And that was those two teams met last week, and 3 free throws.
Went to overtime.
Forced overtime. Made all 3. Didn't miss the middle one. But, so Silex ended up coming away with a court-warming or homecoming night victory in that one, but it's tied at 12 at the half. Let's check the scoring here, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent feeds Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com as Tyra Henderson adds 2 to her total.
All right, first off on the Clopton side, Megan Harrelson picking up 3. Caitlin Kuntz having a really good start, have 8 points. Kerrigan Lockard picking up 2, and then Kaylin Lockard picking up 4 to make it 17. And over on the Elsberry side, Tanisha Henderson getting 3, Tess Weekly getting 1, and then Kaija Clark getting her first points back with just 2 to make it a score of then 17-6. But now we've got some new numbers out there.
Yeah, Harrelson just adds 2 to her total to make it 19-8. Here's Kaija Clark, puts on the brakes. 3-pointer off line by just a tad and out of bounds on the far side. It'll go back to Clopton with nearly a minute gone here in the second half. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. A.K. and Kent feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Up the floor with it is Caitlin Kuntz. To Lockard, intercepted. Caitlin was trying to go to Kerrigan, and it was picked off by Claire Henry. Clark gives it to Henderson. Tiny from just inside the free throw line, no good. Goes off a foot, out of bounds. It's going to be Clopton ball. It should be Clopton ball, yeah. And into the ball game, back Tess Weekly and Megan Hagemeyer. Tyra Henderson and Claire Henry check out. Here comes Kuntz up the floor. To Akers, back to Kuntz. And another pass intercepted. This one by Megan Hagemeyer. Pass tipped and stolen by Clopton. KK with it. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime coming up. Here's Kaylin Lockard to Kerrigan off the glass and in. It's 21-8. Kinsler. Back for Henderson. Her 3 is short. Hagemeyer had to break loose. She wanted a foul. Kind of chirps at the official on her way by. Kuntz. Turnaround shots. No good for Lockard. And here come the Elsberry Lady Indians with Kaija Clark. Clark to the hoop. Yep. Patented Kaija Clark move there.
Yep.
Cuts the Clopton lead to 11. Bounce pass across the floor. Shot by Kerrigan is over everything. Tess Weekly grabs the loose ball and leads a pass for Tynesha Henderson, but she lost the ball. She bounced once and looked up at the hoop, and when she looked back down, the ball wasn't there anymore. Approaching the midway point of the second quarter. Middle of the lane and stolen again. Here comes Kaija. Pass across for Hagemeyer. Now back to the high blocks. No good. The rebound pulled down by Akers. And a timeout taken by Clopton and Coach Devin Street. With 4:32 to play in the first half, Lady Hawks lead Elsberry 21-10 on TribCast.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
At Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bowling Green, they are focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the products and services they need to produce the best yield possible. Nutrient Ag Solutions offers Dynagrow and other brands of seed, ag chemicals, bulk and package, custom blend fertilizer, custom application, anhydrous, as well as expert advice and service. Nutrient Ag Solutions, with 2 locations in Bowling Green on Pike 291 and Business Highway 61 North. Nutrient Ag Solutions.
4:27 to play in the first half, 21-10. Clopton leads, and another pass intercepted. They tried to get it into Kaylin Lockard, and Hagemeyer picked it off. Here's Weekly. Pass Harrelson all the way to the hoop. Off the glass, hard and in. 21-12. Our score here at the midway point of the second quarter. Not sure what the problem is right now for Clopton running that offense, but everything's getting picked off.
Yeah.
And I don't think Elsberry's doing anything that unique or spectacular defensively. Shot good. Kerrigan Lockard floats it over the outstretched defender's arms. Henderson to Henderson. That shot's off the mark. Hagemeyer was wrapped around Lockard, goes out of bounds, and instead of calling a foul, they're just going to say last touch by Elsberry. Good non-call. Hagemeyer checks out. Hagemeyer's a good defender. I think she gets a little upset when things don't go her way sometimes, but that's where Coach Koch-Dal is keen to take her out for a few minutes and get her refocused. Another pass intercepted by Elsberry. 3:05 to play in the half. Now it's stolen away by Kuntz. 2 Indians following her. That doesn't matter. She lays it up and in. Caitlin Kuntz. Lob pass. Akers almost stolen. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Henderson. Tynesha didn't like that call. You saw that? 2:48 on the clock. Clopton starting to pull away again a little bit. Lead up to 13. Harrelson to Kuntz in the far corner. Back up top to Megan. It's the near side for Taylor Akers. Akers to Kuntz near side. Her 3 ball is tipped and out of bounds. Good run there by Claire Henry to get in position for that block. And into the ball game, Madison Parrish for the Hawks. Get it in. Lockard.
Oh!
Lockard is good. And gets fouled. 27-12. Make chance to make it 28 from the line. Foul whistled on Claire Henry, her first. And too long. Didn't foul her shot, and Henderson grabs the loose ball. Here's Tynesha. Across the stripe. Akers out to defend. Angles to the far side. Parrish took over. Now Henry floats one. No good. Rebound tipped in the air. Tyra Henderson, and a foul going to be whistled. A little reach in on Clopton. I think that's Kaylin Lockard's personal. It is.
Be her second.
.2:11 to play here in the half. Tight game over in the consolation semis. It was tied at 12 between Silex and Louisiana at the half. We'll check in with that one here in a few. You can check in on it now. Chuck and April on the call, live on TribCast. All the action of the Bowling Green Invitational right here on the peoplestribune.com. Shot, high arcing free throw. Off a Clopton player, and then Horn is fouled on her second attempt. Kerrigan Lockard picks up the personal. (27-12). Been our score for the last minute or so. Change that now. Josie Horn hits the free throw. Kerrigan checks out. She's replaced by Logan Hall. Second shot for Josie is no good. The rebound this time tracked down by Parrish in the far corner. Bounce pass for Taylor Akers, and here comes Clopton. Akers. Running a little clock again here.
Yep.
We have 1:40 left in the half. She is such a good ball handler. And finally Horn commits a foul. Here we go again, KK with Horn on her again. They start to count on her, and so she moves forward. Here's Harrelson. Horn getting a little frustrated, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll switch off and put Tyra Henderson now back to Horn. On the defense of Taylor Akers, and another foul on Josie Horn. She falls down afterward. Tynesha Henderson comes back in for Josie after picking up 2 personals. Now 1:02 on the clock. And another foul whistle. This one on Henderson. That's the 6th-team foul. So we're still not even shooting 1-and-1s.
And we're under the final minute right now already.
She's already burned 50 seconds off the clock.
Clopton crowd communicating some noise right now.
Very interesting approach. Down to 30 seconds now. They're not even going to come out on her. They're going to stay in their zone.
Yep, I was going to say, Elsberry's just holding back.
They're tired of taking fouls.
Yeah.
16 seconds on the clock. Down to 12.
She's going to try and take it.
Here's the NBA range three, and it just scrapes the iron and goes out of bounds. A minute 39. Clopton burned off the clock there. Couldn't get the points at the end. 2.8. Weekly gets it into Hagemeyer. Back to Weekly, and she'll fire it.
Oh.
Hit the top of the backboard. She's strong. 27-13 after 2 quarters. Time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime here on the peoplestribune.com.
And now, big news from your area flooring headquarters, Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green. They're proud to announce 3 new lines of vinyl click-together flooring that look absolutely fantastic with Liggins quality installation with over 20 years experience. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, or tile, call Mike or Shelley at 573-324-3030. Oh, and don't forget, Liggins Flooring is the only Dreamweaver carpet distributor in the area. Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green.
This year, join the thousands of customers Center Locker service has made happy for over 60 years. Invest this year's tax return in a full freezer with locally raised top-quality meats from Center Locker. Take home a half or whole hog or beef and enjoy delicious meals for months and months. While you're at Center Locker, check out their house line of beef sticks, summer sausage, jerky, dogs, and brats. Make that big barbecue or family dinner extra special with Center Locker service. 1-800-884-0737 or centerlocker.com.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
We insure the fun stuff, too. See Shelter Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana for a free insurance review.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
(27-13) after 2 quarters. The State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. Mark Fronick, Jason Orr back in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth, and a very interesting strategy employed by Coach Streed there, burning the final minute 42 seconds off the clock. Shot it with about 8. It was short. Went out of bounds. I don't think they cared.
No.
If they scored on that possession or not. But you're leading Elsberry by just 14 after 2 quarters. Do you think they think that's enough, or?
You know, you never can tell. I mean, they had that terrific run at the beginning. I mean, where Clopton didn't score. I mean, Elsberry, didn't score at all for the longest time. And then, the momentum is on Clopton's side right now. I mean, they've already taken Elsberry down before. You know, they've got the upper hand. They think they've got this win. They have the great confidence in it all. And so you get all this scoring going on for Clopton, and then, they're just trying to kill time, get down to the end of the game.
Up 14, I think they're just trying to frustrate those Elsberry girls.
Pick up
too.
some fouls. That's another thing.
I think it's more about breaking them psychologically than picking up fouls at this point. But it was definitely interesting. They did it for the final 35 seconds of the first quarter and do it for a minute and 42 in the second quarter leading up to halftime. It's a head scratcher. We'll see. We'll ask Coach Street about it after the game if Clopton can hold on and win this ball game. Winner takes on Bowling Green in the championship on Friday night, and the loser will take on Van Far in the third-place game. So that's where we're at. We'll come back with first-half scoring after this. It's the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school basketball action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main in Vandalia.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
Welcome back inside the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. We played 2 quarters, and I think everyone else is kind of thinking that this one's over too. The place emptied out there at halftime, Jason Orr.
Mm-hmm.
Still a lot of Clopton and Elsberry fans here. We haven't heard the guy from the other night. The upset Elsberry
you got to be kidding me, guy.
Yeah. We'll see if we can find him. But Clopton coming back out of the locker room. Let's take a look at scoring. Brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated. Ken Feeds, Ascaron DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right, first for the leading Clopton Hawks, Megan Harrison picking up 5 points. Caitlin Coots having the most for the Hawks with 10. Kerrigan Lockard picking up 6 in the first half, and then Kaylin Lockard picking up 6 as well to make it a score of 27. And over on the Elsberry side, Tanisha Henderson picking up 3. She didn't score in the second quarter. Josie Horn getting her first point off the free throw in the second quarter with 1. Tess Weekly having 3, and then Tyra Henderson having 2, and then Kaija Clark picking up another 2 in the second quarter to make it 4 points on her total for the night to make it a score 27-13.
Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, A.K. and Ken Feeds, Ascaron DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. 27-13 after 2 quarters. Elsberry back out of the locker room. We'll see what the coaches, Coke Dow, came up with for the second half. See if they have an answer for these Clopton Hawks who have been frustrating them through the first 2 quarters. Elsberry did do a good job defensively in the second. Deflected a lot of passes, and maybe that's another facet to it. Maybe Clopton just doesn't want to push things too much, already up 14, and give Elsberry some confidence with the good defensive play. I was happy to see Kaija Clark back in the lineup. She scores 4 points in her return. It's been a long time coming. She had the initial health scare. She had 1 setback after that, and when she was finally cleared by doctors, she had to practice 14 times without incident before she could come back. And the 14th was opening round night here at the Bowling Green tournament. So she comes off the bench tonight and has just been buzzing around this floor whenever she's on the playing surface for the Elsberry Lady Indians. 27-13 after 2. Clopton leads. Back with third quarter action after this on the peoplestribune.com.
Danny Orff Contracting, Pike County and surrounding areas construction and remodeling experts. At Danny Orff Contracting, we specialize in construction and remodeling contractor services. We offer free estimates. We have back-to-back scheduling to complete the job promptly and professionally, on time and on budget. If you have a construction project in mind, turn to Danny Orff Contracting. Call today at 573-470-4925.
The 94th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on TribCast is brought to you in part by Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Brandstetter in Bowling Green, the Louisiana Bulldog Booster Club, Ann Lane Boutique, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, Central Elevator in Silex, Niemeyer Family Farms, Midwest Pest Control, Denise Leverett of RP Land Company, Ubrain Construction, J. Hurt Tree Service, Hankey Construction Company, and Baragiola Hardware and Lumber. More Bowling Green tournament action is coming up. This is TribCast.
Before or after the games at this year's district tournaments, let's go Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and at Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester fried chicken, and more. Good luck to our area teams this week from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store at the Bridge in Louisiana. Let's go Airco.
TribCast video from the Bowling Green Tournament brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana. Let Tim Jenkins show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Start of the second half brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. Lacrosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Over in the consolation semifinals, they're already in the fourth quarter over there, and Louisiana holding a 2-point lead on Silex, 17-15. That game went to the half at 12-12, so not much scoring in the third quarter for sure between those two clubs to see who will take on North Callaway in the consolation game. Ball through the hands of Kerrigan Lockard, but it's retained by Clopton with some speedy footwork there by Taylor Akers. It's an ear point for Caitlin Kuntz, back to Megan Harrelson. That shot, short, out of bounds. Was it tipped? No.
Nope.
Kinsler almost got 5 seconds called there. Ooh, and a big foul. That's the fourth on Karen Lockard.
That's really going to hurt the Clopton side.
Maybe.
Maybe, yes.
I think they're pretty deep down there.
Yeah, they've got a deep bench, but
yeah, that's something that Coach Street didn't want to have to think about. Was Kerrigan picking up her fourth that quickly? Just 20 or 40 seconds into this third quarter, Kinsler walks her way to the hoop and scores.
Kinsler picking up her first points of the game tonight.
55 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Now a 12-point Clopton lead. Off the foot and almost tied up. Good job crocodile rolling there by Tess Weekly, and Elsberry comes away with it. Tyra Henderson, wild shot. Little contact, and the rebound picked up by Marge Garrett, and then Kuntz is fouled. .6:44 to play in the third quarter. Second foul on Megan Hagemeyer. We have done more Elsberry games this year. My goodness. Saw Matt Van Far all through the Clopton tournament. And now here. Lob pass back out. Caitlin Kuntz just off the mark for three. Hagemeyer the rebound. Wanted to give it to Tess Weekly, but Tess Weekly was out of bounds. Had to wait for Tess to come back in, got it to her, and she goes through the lane and scores. 4 straight points for Elsberry, and a timeout taken by Clopton. Interesting start. 27-17 now our score. Just about 2 minutes into the third quarter on TribCast.
When it's time for some heavy-duty work in the dirt, there's only one name to remember, McMailer. McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating of Silex now offers a new service, septic system pumping and grease trap cleanouts. Call McMailer for all types of backhoe work with high lift and track hoe. They install water or sewer lines, septic tanks, and drain tile. They can build lakes, do dump truck work, jackhammering, bobcat work, and more. Fully insured, you can count on quality workmanship from McMailer & Sons Backhoe, Excavating, and Septic in Silex. 384-5978.
Good luck to the Van Far Indians and Lady Indians in this week's tournament games. The Van Far Boosters support our hard-working athletes and encourage everyone to visit with any Booster Club member to see how you could become a member yourself. Van Far High School athletes are enjoying an unbelievable run of success, and the Van Far Boosters have been there every step of the way. See you at the tournament. Best wishes to the Indians and Lady Indians from your Van Far Indians Booster Club.
6:10 remaining here in the third quarter. 4-0 run by Elsberry to start the second half. Silex has opened up a little run. They now lead by 6 over in the consolation semifinal over Louisiana. Here's Akers to the near side for Kuntz. That shot was blocked, turned into
There
a
it
pass,
is.
though, for Marge Garrett, who scores. 29-17. Weekly. Bet it down.
What a
and
pass.
Hagemeyer. I was going to say, why is she passing? But now I know why, because Hagemeyer had the finish. From the baseline, and shot just inside.
Just
three
two.
is good for Harrelson to make it 31-19. Now we're kind of picking up the pace here, going back and forth. Henderson to Kinsler. Now to Tyra Henderson. She waited for the defense to go by. Shot, no good, not out of bounds. Back to Clopton. Good job by Caitlin Kuntz to block Hagemeyer from that ball. Clark back in. Kinsler out. Claire Henry back in. Tyra Henderson out. Harrelson into a double team, and it's kicked by Tess Weekly. .449 to play here in the third. Kaylin Lockard tried to force one down low, and it's stolen away. Clark got a hand on it. Hagemeyer took it away. Tiny Henderson to Hagemeyer and a travel. That pass was not intended for Hagemeyer, but she got in the way, and it was either let it bounce off her face or pick up a travel. She picked up the travel. Probably a good decision. Elsberry into a 1-2-2. Aggressive zone. Lockard stripped, got it back, and scores. 33-19.
She'll take that any day.
Uh-huh. Hagemeyer. Ooh, Clark can't finish. Spinning away, and now a foul on Kaija. We still have substitutions being made, so. Kaija Clark takes a seat. Far side now for Marge Garrett. Off the fingertips of Kaylin Lockard.
The passing has not been on it tonight for the Clopton Hawks.
Yet they still lead 33-19.
Yeah.
It's nice to have an off night and still be up by double digits, and now a foul. Got on Henry. Or Horn.
I think it's on Horn. Yep.
Her third. 3:31 to play in the quarter. And the clock running again here for Clopton as they take it up the floor, and we're almost into kill mode to end the third quarter. Pass rejected. Weekly will take it away. Weekly feeds it across, and a foul will send Josie Horn to the line. .33-19. The foul is the second on Marge Garrett. And the shot's no good for Josie Horn. Second shot. No good. Rebound tipped in the air, and Akers takes it away for Clopton. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here's Caitlin Kuntz. Switches it off with Akers to the near side. Corner. Here's a three. Just a little short, but Kaylin Lockard the rebound. Works it back to the near side. Across for Lockard. Yes, and
there it is.
35-19. And a chance to make it 36 from the line. Shot no good. So just a 2-point play. Weekly handles across the line. Good battle here with KK. And a 5-second call. Ooh. Mr. Falloon said she was not moving enough to avoid the 5-second call. Good defense by Caitlin Kuntz, and kind of shows, well, if you want to do that, I can do this and not take a foul. And now a foul taken by Elsberry. Shot good for Kaylin Lockard. 36-19. Fresh players for Elsberry. Clark, Tyra Henderson, and Hagemeyer back in. Horn, Henry, and Tynesha Henderson check out. Second one was long, but still goes down. When you're good, right? 2:05 left here in the third. Clopton lead is 18. And a little too close that time. Caitlin Kuntz will pick up a personal. Her first. Just the team's third here in the second half, and the inbound is stolen away. Almost stolen back. But Clark and Weekly ran into each other, and the ball rolls out of bounds. 1:50 to go in the third. Clopton trying to get the lead to 20. There's a pass that'll do it. Good finish by Kaylin Lockard. 39-19, Lady Hawks. Here's Kaiser Clark to the near side. Back for Kylie Kinsler. Kinsler works against Megan Harrelson. Bounce pass for Tyra Henderson. Marge Garrett all over her. Bounce pass down low. Turnaround shot. Yes, and a foul. Megan Hagemeyer, nice. 39-21. Foul the third on Lockard. And the shot, no good. Rebound picked up by Marge. Over to the far side. Caitlin Kuntz with 1:03 on the clock. All the way down through the hands of Kaylin Lockard. And in for the Hawks, number 40, Logan Hall. After Kaylin picked up her third personal in the last defensive series. Weekly falls down, and a tie-out. She stepped on somebody's foot.
I think she stepped on her own foot.
I guess that would be somebody's. Right?
Yeah, somebody's.
Pass down low. Oh, good passing to Weekly, who finishes. 39-23, little run here for Elsberry at the end of the third quarter. Pass tipped away momentarily from Akers. They kick it back. Marge gets it to Caitlin Kuntz, and she's busted out by Kaisha Clark. Clark picks up the personal. 2 or 3 on her, just 2.
Just 2.
Kaisha's always gotten her money's worth out of a foul, too. Here's Caitlin Kuntz. Well, not going to kill it. Feed it down low.
Oh, what a pass!
Kaylin Lockard with the finish. Make it an 18-point Clopton lead here in the final 8 seconds of the third quarter. Down to 4. Tess Weekly. Gonna drive. Put it up. No, at the buzzer, it's no good. 18-point Clopton lead after 3 quarters. We head to the fourth. Clopton 41, Elsberry 23 on TribCast.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
Start of the fourth quarter here from the high school gym. It looks like Louisiana and Silex going to overtime for the second time in a week.
Yeah.
As Louisiana came back, tied the game at 27 before time expired here. And let's check scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated up New Hartford.
All right, first for Clopton, Megan Harrelson picking up 2 more in the third quarter, making it a 7 night for her. Caitlin Kuntz remaining the same at 10. Marge Garrett picking up 2 in the third quarter. And then Kerrigan Lockard having 6. And then Kaylin Lockard really turned it on in the third quarter. She's got 16 on the night to make it a score of 41. And then over on the Elsberry side, Tanisha Henderson remaining at 3. Kylie Kinsler picking up 2 in the third quarter. Josie Horn having 1 on the night. Tess Weekly picking up 7. Megan Hegmeyer having 4 on the night. Tyra Henderson having 2. And then Kaisha Clark remaining at 4.
Add 2 more for Kaylin Lockard. And she can't hit on the free throw. So she's got 18 points. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Asgrown DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Ball goes to the floor. Hagemeyer and a timeout taken by Coach Kerry Koch Dow with 7:38 to play in regulation. 43-23, 20-point Clopton lead on TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrown and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at YoungEnterprisesInc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Back in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Clopton has pulled it back to a 20-point lead. And then a timeout was taken by Elsberry to avoid a turnover. Overtime in the middle school gym between Louisiana and Silex. Went to OT, tied at 27. Chuck and April on the call down there. Hagemeyer off the glass, no. And the rebound picked up by Kerrigan Lockard. Up the floor. Slowly is Caitlin Kuntz. Now picks up the speed as she comes across the line. Drops it back to Megan Harrelson. Harrelson back to Kuntz. Thought about the three. Kinsler out to defend. Hard pass off the floor. Caitlin Lockard can't get it. Kerrigan Lockard off the bottom of the backboard.
Ooh.
And Tyra Henderson picks up the loose ball. Here's Tiny Henderson. Over to Kaija Clark. Clark. Shot that one from her hip. Turnaround shot and a foul. They going Kaylin or Kerrigan? They gave it to Kaylin Lockard. That's her fourth. If it was Kerrigan, she'd be out of the game. Minute 10 gone in the fourth, so both Lockards with 4 fouls. Shot missed everything. So Kaylin Lockard checks out. That shot no good, and the rebound picked up by Taylor Akers. Drops it down low. Blocked was Kerrigan. Marge Garrett fights for the tie-up. And it'll be Elsberry ball. Back in Josie Horn. She'll replace Tyra Henderson. Josie across the line. Comes in near corner. Bounces it back for Tess Weekly. Weekly going to try and drive around the Clopton defense, and Marge Garrett will get the blocking foul. 6:21 to play. How many on Marge? 3.
3.
And the first shot for Tess Weekly is good. Cuts it to a 19-point deficit. Second shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Taylor Akers. Minute 50 gone here in the fourth. Drop it back for Akers. She's going to drive. Now give it to Harrelson. Harrelson high off the glass, kind of wild. And on the rebound, we've got a foul, I think, against Elsberry. And that's the fourth on Josie Horn. Kerrigan Lockard, shot is good. She earns the second. Back to a 20-point lead for Clopton. Second shot, good as well. I think 21's the biggest lead of the night, right?
Yep.
Here's Kaija Clark. Floats one, Tess Weekly. Fades it off the glass and in. Nice shot. 45-26, 19-point Clopton lead. Elsberry going with a little full court pressure here. Across, and it creates a turnover. Weekly, good. Little taste of their own medicine for the Lady Hawks. Continuing with the press, and a timeout taken by Coach Devin Streed. With 5:24 to play in the fourth, 45-28, Clopton leads Elsberry on TribCast.
Good luck to the Bowling Green Bobcats and Lady Cats this week during the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Success is a team effort from our athletes, coaches, student body, and fans accomplished through hard work, talent, fine coaching, and tremendous community support. The Bowling Green Bobcat Athletic Boosters are committed to serving the student athletes of Bowling Green High School. Be sure to visit with any Booster Club member about how you can become a member yourself. Let's go Bobcats, and best of luck from your Bowling Green Bobcats Booster Club.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
Another foul against the Lady Indians. And going back to the line, Kerrigan Lockhart after the timeout. 5:19 to play, 45-28. Clopton leading. Leading despite Kerrigan and Kaylin Lockhart being in pretty significant foul trouble.
One away from both of them.
46-28. This to stretch it back to a 19-point lead. She hit them both. 47-28. Clopton leads here in the fourth. Nearly 3 minutes gone. Here's Kaja Clark for the Indians. To the far side, Horn able to haul in that pass to Weekly. She fades it, can't hit. Rebound goes out of bounds, and the last touch by Elsberry. They say Josie Horn got her hands on it. She was playing a little dangerously, a little fast and loose with 4 fouls there. And Kaja going to get called for the personal. Her third. And that's the...
No, that was going to be her fourth.
Is it her fourth?
Yep.
How about that? I missed one. Shot no good. Missed them both, did KK.
She's cold this second half. She hasn't scored at all. She did have that stellar first quarter, though.
And that big stall to end the first half. Yeah. Horn missed everything with that shot, and then a tie-up. Got to go back to Clopton. So good work there by Megan Harrelson. Down low. Garrett is blocked out of bounds, but a foul will send Marge to the line.
And that's going to be it for Josie Horn. I've got her down for 5.
Yep, that is her 5th. Comes with 4:32 to play in regulation. So Mary Margaret Garrett at the line. Silex falls to Louisiana, so a little revenge for the Lady Bulldogs. They're going to play for consolation, beating the Bulldogs beat Silex 36-30 in overtime in the consolation semi. So congratulations to Coach Brandstetter and his Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. And Marge misses them both. So it'll be North Callaway and Louisiana for consolation. That's the 4:30 game on Friday. Here we have 4 minutes left before we can start thinking about our 1 versus 2 Bowling Green versus Clopton championship game.
Seems like that's been the matchup we've seen quite much in the past with the
lady
side in the Bowling Green tournament.
Clopton usually the favorite. This year, I think, well, at least seeding-wise, they come in as the underdog.
Yeah.
First shot good for KK. First point of the second half, right?
Yep.
Back to a 20-point advantage. That's where it's hovered around most of this second half. The largest lead of the night, 21, and Clopton can tie that advantage with that shot. 49-28. 14-point lead at the half. They've added 7 to that over the final quarter and a half. Under 4 minutes to play now. And that's thrown out of bounds. Back to Clopton. And Parrish coming back in for the Lady Hawks. Lob pass gets it into KK. Kuntz dumps it off last second. It ends up being Parrish getting a loose ball and a foul.
That's it for Megan Hagemeyer.
They give it to Hagemeyer. Yep, number 5. Back-to-back fouls on Hagemeyer, so she's done. Joins Josie Horn on the bench. And Tyra Henderson replaces her on the floor for Elsberry. And the shot's no good for Parrish. Madison Parrish.
There it is. Second shot goes in for.
That her first point tonight?
Yep.
So Madison in the book and makes it 50-28. Henderson to Henderson. Tyra puts it over everything. The putback no good. Finally, that one kicked out, picked up by Kerrigan Lockhart to Caitlin Kuntz with 3:10 to play. Back for Taylor Akers. Akers, 5'2" sophomore, and a foul whistled. Kinsler going to pick it up. Kylie?
Yep.
2-shot foul for Taylor Akers. She doesn't have 8 points tonight, does she?
No, she does not. Let's see if that changes right here. Just changed.
Yep. So she's in the book, first point of the night, and 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Claire Henry checks out. Kaja Clark back in for Elsberry. And the second shot made that one as well. 52-28, and Clopton, without really pouring it on or pouring it on, getting those free throws, making them count. Could have been a traveling call there. Now the ball goes to the floor and a timeout taken by Elsberry. 52 for Clopton, 28 for Elsberry. Back with more here in the fourth quarter from the Bowling Green Tournament on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Whether you're ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Lynn's Heritage House is the only locally owned and operated long-term care facility in Pike County, offering a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms, low resident-to-staff ratio, and is Medicare accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Elegant, affordable, assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
Elsberry gets the tie up after a couple of misses. Arrow favors them. And they go out top with it, and it's intercepted by Akers. She's on the run. Taylor, coast to coast. No, but a foul will send Taylor back to the line. Kinsler, I think, will get the personal. It'll be her third. Lots and lots of fouls for Elsberry here in the second half.
Yeah.
About like 14, 15 fouls here. That's been a bunch. Clopton's been in the double bonus for a while. And the first shot, good. Akers starting to put some points on the board. Kerrigan Lockard checks out. But Logan Hall that came back in. Second shot, in and out. No, it wasn't Hall. It was Kaylin Lockard came back in. That shot no good. That was Kelly Flaster into the ball game for the first time. She played a lot in the opening round. This is the first time we've seen her tonight. But maybe her minutes diminish with Kaisha coming back. Over to the far side. Here's Parrish. A little trouble with it. Now it's stolen away by Tess Weekly. And Weekly destroys Megan Harrelson, who wasn't sent. So the 5'3 sophomore will pick up the foul. 53-28, minute 28 to play. Louisiana wins in overtime over Silex. We'll play North Callaway, who won earlier over Winfield. Bowling Green defeated Van Far despite a great effort from the Van Far Lady Indians. Beat them by 9.
I think somebody told me after the game that was the closest Van Far's ever been to beating the Lady Cats in a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Weekly hits them both to make it a 23-point ball game. KK drops it off. Shot high off the glass and in for Logan Hall. Hall scores here in the fourth with a minute 35 left. Weekly.
Good move.
Gets that one to go. Tess has had a nice night.
Yes, she has. Picking up 9 solely in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Akers. See if they run a little clock here with a minute 20 left.
Believe so.
Akers works against Kylie Kinsler. Now she drives in, and they'll work it back to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz just going to take it now. Works it down low through the legs of Hall. Goes to the floor, picked up by KK. They'll tie it up. Almost kicks Taylor in the face. She had a matrix back from the foot coming up. Good thing she took the red pill this morning. Now Henderson hits the floor. To the near side. That shot. Oh, Parrish.
There it is.
Madison Parrish on the putback. 57-32. 33 seconds to go in this game. Here's Kinsler. Trying to drop it off. Goes to the floor. It's tied up again. Parrish not saying enough is enough.
Nope.
She's just hitting her stride.
She's fighting tonight.
And checking out Taylor Akers, Stephanie Talbert in for the first time. On the far side, Tess Weekly with 25 to go in the game. Turnaround shot. Yeah.
2 more.
She can hit from anywhere. 57-34. Final 15. 10 seconds on the clock.
And they're going to run it down.
Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame is coming up. Clopton advances to take on Bowling Green in the championship of the 94th Bowling Green Invitational here on thepeoplestribune.com.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local La Crosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation. Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local La Crosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
For over 90 years, Calvert's General Insurance has protected homeowners, farmers, and area drivers from life's unexpected incidents. This is Tim Gamb. Here at Calvert's General Insurance, we offer insurance from multiple companies to find you the best coverage at the best price. Call us at 573-324-2321 for a free quote. Calvert's General Insurance, on the square in Bowling Green.
It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
So a Bowling Green Clopton championship game again as the Clopton Hawks defeat Elsberry 57-34. Score, the outcome really never in doubt in this one.
Yeah.
When Elsberry started doing good things defensively, Clopton went into a stall. When they started hitting shots, Clopton started driving and getting them into foul trouble. So it seems like Clopton had an answer for everything that Elsberry put at them tonight.
Yep, it was a really good performance from the Clopton Lady Hawks, And it was just all around scoring. You really didn't have any player who didn't really put the numbers out there. It was all around the place.
Well, let's get to our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game in here. Tonight, number 15 for Clopton, Caitlin Kuntz, 12 points tonight. But really got things going. And what I wanted to talk about was the stall there at the end of the first half. You burn a minute 42 off the clock, and was that kind of because Elsberry was starting to block a lot of passes or to keep them from getting confidence?
Yeah, we wanted to keep them from getting turnovers, and we wanted to just get a good shot and everything. And, yeah, that's pretty much what we were doing.
Drew 3 fouls, which came back to haunt Elsberry there in the later stages, I think. But a little bit later on, Tess tried the same thing on you, and you're able to shut her down without picking up a foul. Got the 5-second call out of her. It seems like that's something that Clopton has always been good at, playing the defense and getting those 5-second calls, whether it be during a play or on an inbound play.
Oh, yeah, I really like getting those calls, but they don't give it to you a lot. Like, sometimes I think, it's 5 seconds, but they don't give it to you a lot.
Well, your movement was enough. Hers, she thought she was doing enough to avoid it, but you kind of kept her in that spot. It was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, they don't like the stall thing that we do. No one likes it in here.
Yeah, your fans liked it. They were getting behind you. They started clapping along. The whole bench was up. To have a couple of the normal starters get into a little bit of foul trouble tonight, how important is it to have the deep bench that you have?
Oh, it's very important. They need to be ready. They did a pretty good job. We're also missing a very important role in our team, Jillian. She got hurt, so everybody had to step up this game.
Well, it definitely looked good. Now it's 1 versus 2, Bowling Green against Clopton again for the championship. They've kind of had your number. Looking over the last 10 years, Bowling Green's kind of dominated this tournament. So what do you do to turn the tide and get that trophy back?
Well, we all got to be ready to come and play. We got to have good attitudes and confidence, and if we just go hard, then we can do it.
Well, congratulations. We'll see you on Friday.
Thank you.
That's Caitlin Kuntz, our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game. Let's get to the final scoring numbers while we wait for Coach Devin Streed to come over. Final scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
All right, first for the winning Clopton Lady Hawks tonight, Megan Harrelson picking up 7. Taylor Akers having 3 Akers 3 on the night. I always get that wrong. Excuse me, everybody. Caitlin Kuntz picking up 12, our player of the game tonight. Marge Garrett having 2. Madison Parrish picking up 3 in the fourth quarter. Kerrigan Lockhart having 10. Really good night. Logan Hall picking up 2. Kaylin Lockhart having the most points for the Clopton Lady Hawks with 18 to make it a score of 57. And then over on the Elsberry Lady Indians side, Tanisha Henderson picking up 3 on the night. Kylie Kinsler having 2. Josie Horn having just 1 off the free throw. Tess Weekly having 11. She went nuts in that second half, it seemed like, for us. And then Megan Hagemeyer had 4 with the foul out. And then Kaija Clark picked up 4 on the night on her return to basketball.
And it was great to see her back tonight. Kaija Clark, I know it's been a long wait for her. And just to seeing that smile on her face as she ran around the floor, that was worth the price of admission tonight. Wait a minute, I didn't pay anything yet. If I had paid, I would have got the free baby and got to see a great show in Kaija's return. So, scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Ask-Grown DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. And let's get Coach Devin Street in here. And, Coach, that was pretty impressive. A different kind of Clopton victory, using the stall a little bit there at the end of the first half when Elsberry was starting to look like they were getting a little confidence on the defensive end. Was that your reasoning for that, to try and just kind of squash that?
Well, I want to do what I got to do to win. But obviously I had a couple in foul trouble, and I had some off the floor, and I didn't want to give them too many more possessions that half. And so I just kind of made that decision. I know that kind of irritates people, but this is high school basketball. There's no shot clock, so we might as well use it to our advantage. And at the end of the day, it's helpful for our girls because we might have big games down the stretch, districts and beyond, where we need to be able to stall. And it's a good opportunity for us to practice. It makes the girls a little uncomfortable, though, too.
Well, it gets them the other team out of its rhythm so effectively. Frustrates them. They picked up 3 fouls. I think all those girls ended up in foul trouble by the end of the game. If you can do it effectively, it is entertaining. When the other team is, it's maddening for them. So plus it gets your bench into it. It got your student section into it.
Yeah.
So it has its merits. I know, like you said, some people don't like it, but they're the people on the wrong end of it.
That's true.
Most of the time.
Honestly, I had it done to me, and that's when I kind of picked it up. We were playing a team in zone in Illinois last year, and we had played a man, and they were just kicking our butts. So I tried zone, and he didn't like it, or he didn't want us to play zone, so he stalled. Well, I had no other choice but to come out. So it's just a little bit of strategy, but my girls implemented and did it well. KK, when you got her to handle the ball, she does a great job. I trust her, and we're going to make mistakes, and sometimes it's not always going to be the best, but if we have opportunities to put ourselves in a situation to win or be in a spot to be where we need to be at the end of the game, I'm going to do it.
So now you got Bowling Green in the championship. They're big, they're strong. They like to push the pace. What do you guys do to combat that?
Well, they had our number earlier this season. We just weren't quite ready for them. So, definitely going to have to work on some different defenses, or, looking at our man a little bit and how we're going to play and adjust to it. Certainly they got a big weapon with Gabby Dieters and her speed. She breaks loose and can draw some help. That's kind of can wreak havoc on our man defense and get fouls. So definitely going to talk about it. At this point, we don't know really if Jill's going to play for sure. So a lot of people just have to step up. But every game's an opportunity to grow and get better. So, we're happy and tickled to be in the championship game again. And it's even more fun against Bowling Green on their home court. Mm-hmm. They bring a great support and crowd. So it's a good opportunity for our girls to learn.
Well, congratulations on this one. We'll see you on Friday night.
Thank you.
That's Coach Devin Street here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. And Jason, Bowling Green Clopton again.
Yep.
One versus 2 here at the Bowling Green tournament to decide the title game. So let's turn the page again on this night to tomorrow night when we have our other semifinals. It'll be here in the high school gym, Bowling Green and Elsberry, the early game. That's 1 versus 4 to decide who goes to the championship. The second championship semifinal for the men, Van Far and North Callaway, the late game. Over in the old gym to decide who goes to the consolation championship, Silex and Winfield will do battle, followed by Louisiana and Clopton. So we're going to have someone in a lot of these games coming up on Friday and Saturday. The only one we might not have TribCast teams in, if the seeds hold, would be third place. If the seeds hold, then it would be Elsberry versus North Callaway for third. But we still like Elsberry. We've done a lot of Elsberry this year. So the final in this one, 57-34, and night number 3 of the Bowling Green tournament is in the books. For Olivia Froelich and Nancy Case running our camera, Chuck and April down the hall, Jason Orr next to me, Mark Froelich saying thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow as we continue the 94th Bowling Green Invitational here on thepeoplestribune.com. Good night, everybody.